Yes, we're live.
All right, good evening. Good Sunday evening. The music has stopped. You hear these guys are just rocking when I came up the stairs.
Going ham in
What the fuck
there.
was going
It's
on?
a good old. I haven't heard that loud in
That's the loudest
a couple
in-
of years.
I feel like since Steve was here.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. They were going crazy.
It's a good sign for Coleman.
Yeah.
Like 6 layers on, Mike. You okay? You look like McGruff.
That's my jacket.
You sure?
You want me to
About
lose a
solve
few?
No, you're solving a crime or something. You all right?
I've never heard that comparison. I like that.
You're all business. Mike Geary is here, of course, blindmike.net.
Thank you.
Live today on YouTube. I watched some of it.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome, I suppose. What are you thanking me for?
Thanks for being a part of the fun.
Hey, I was active in the chat.
Oh, go good. I don't see that being an episode you would enjoy, but you know, more of a why you laughing guy.
Yeah, I might pop in. I want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Seems like it's good interaction, so that's
Sure.
good. Mike is here. Coleman is here, and Gus is here. So, good evening. We have a short week, couple of shows, but a big show on Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
You ready for it? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be like as time passed. I don't know.
I don't know. I've been getting updates
From
I was
Steve
telling-
himself.
I was telling the guys.
Well, I'm sorry, Mike. Do we get episode 3 of the consistency show before he gets here?
I hope so. I sure hope so. He's got to.
I think so. Yeah.
It's maybe one of the biggest episode 3s that people have been waiting for, like, ever.
I think so. Yeah, for sure. I guess.
Star Wars, anything. Yeah.
I mean, right up there.
Yeah. What were you saying, Mike? Updates?
Yeah. He'll send me like I didn't realize I was in the loop on this, but he'll send me like
you're in the
when you were sick on Thursday. I just get a message that says, "Guess I got a stay of execution,"
Stuff like that.
and I was like, "Roger that, brother."
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to be pretty. First of all, I'm not sure he'll be here. He's a very weird guy. So I know everyone thinks he's going to be weird. People
think
do-
he'll be here.
Okay, but weird
Yeah,
people
I
do
know.
weird things. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hope he's here. I talked to Rob Bradford. He did not confirm that we had lunch together, but Rob said that's definitely possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely possible.
Did he confirm friends? He said, didn't he say I'm friends with Rob Bradford?
Rob did not confirm that.
Okay.
Yeah, he did not confirm that. He knows him. He worked with him. I don't think he said they were friends, but
Okay.
he was laughing.
I don't want to misquote Steve, but I thought
He was just laughing at the fact of this, he's like, it definitely fits the profile for sure.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good.
he was not surprised. So we'll see.
You'll make fun of somebody. You'll make fun of me. Totally fine. No problem.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. brother.
Carte blanche.
That's nice of him to do that. So yeah, I will make no problem. He doesn't have a problem with that.
Good.
Good. Well, good. All right. So what is going on with you guys? Or in general, what we got?
The Bros, you mean?
Yeah. Jesus.
Premiering on CBS?
Fellas.
It's funny. Like I'm like, oh, when you guys, and then I pay no attention to it. I'm like, I don't care. It's
You
pretty
made it
boring.
happen.
I'm like, oh, it's pretty boring.
Yeah, that was kind of how I handled Gus, too.
How'd it go, Gus?
It was fun. No, the bros are great. I love the bros.
You dominated Coleman, huh? You drag him under the table.
Oh,
couldn't
he did
handle it,
not
too.
dominate.
You were passed out. I saw in the picture.
It was like 12:31. I was done.
Gus was still going strong.
That's a choice.
What did the
I
bros
was-
say about Gus?
Seemingly liked him.
Yeah, sure. He's a nice guy.
I mean,
Seemingly.
yeah, like there was no like that guy's a fucking weirdo or anything.
okay.
It was
Why would
like,
you think that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I said one of my friends, Pete, was shouting Gus Bus all night at him. He was really feeling it. Yeah, I don't know. I think the venue was okay. Like there wasn't really an opportunity for much like getting
Who
out
paid
on a
the bill
dance
at the
floor.
end?
It was like paying as you go. So like,
So it
I
wasn't like
around-
one big bill.
No.
Okay.
No.
'Cause
I think I may have taken
I had a couple
on
of
some of
moles
his.
tell me you guys did not tip well. Somebody.
I got a DM about that as well. I tipped 20% on
I
mine.
got 2 different sources saying that somebody tipped 10%.
How would someone know this?
I'm not saying it's true or not.
There
I'm
was
saying-
definitely a Minifan in there because as we were walking out,
Mike again just doesn't believe that there's people listen to the show. It never ends. He's been doing this for five years
Always
now.
question.
That's true. You're right. You're right.
I just remember as I'm walking out, there was like some guy like hits me on the chest and goes, "Gus, how many milligrams tonight?"
Yeah.
So I was like, "There's definitely one Minifan in the group."
What a story. Yeah. Unforgettable.
Hey,
I could tell Gus was feeling good by that one video where he's like, "The guys love Gus.
Oh, geez.
They're on the Gus bus."
I didn't see that one.
Oh yeah, he was getting rowdy.
God. Okay. You stayed over.
No, he
I was
left.
running
home?
like 3 a.m. Yeah.
So you were just there
You drove
after
home?
Coleman
No,
fell
I
asleep?
Ubered home.
Oh, you Ubered home. Okay.
No, we went back to my place after.
Back here.
Yeah,
One
we came
time.
back here. Yeah.
Okay. The 2 of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sam.
And Sam.
And from Subway.
No.
Oh, okay. Confused. Okay.
He enjoys Subway though.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. So
Wait, so Gus stayed at Coleman's till Coleman fell asleep.
No. So we went
you were
to
up till 3, Coleman?
No.
No, we went to the bar.
You
and,
said he left at 3.
like We might have gotten home at 3 or 2. I can't. It was a foggy night for me.
Went to bed after that.
Oh, I can go check my Uber.
It's okay. It's not that important. What happened? Even these stories. Any stories from this thing?
I mean, I tried to talk to Coleman and be like, I saw some groups of girls. I'm like, Coleman, go, and he goes, I'm good. They'll come to me.
Well,
And
well, yeah, sure.
none came.
Meaning, I didn't think the crowd was all that great, but yeah,
okay.
I was just having a good time. That's what fellas night is all about. You go out with the guys, have a couple drinks, and hang out.
That's fine. I got no problem with
Not
that.
on the prowl
I will
24/7.
say,
You know,
I always hate. I know everyone thinks Coleman is gay, and it's probably true. But I always hated when people be like, "Go talk to the lady." It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can I just sit here?
it works more when you don't say anything. Like, I think you're more likely to have an interaction and just have it be kind of random and not like you just hitting on someone.
I understand
Like,
that. Okay.
I don't know.
So overall, it was good. There was nothing crazy happened. No anger, no fights,
No. Sam was a big fan. Now that I'm
Sam's
remembering.
all right.
He was saying he just kept saying oh, it was so great to meet Gus. So great.
Really?
I was really pumped about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not that great. I've met him.
I think there's a little. I could tell they were filming something in here earlier, and Coleman seems annoyed with Gus still. I don't think it was the bonding experience that everyone was hoping for.
I've had people tell me that they don't like that Coleman talks down to Gus.
I noticed today. It's not an act. I don't think.
No. It's legit. He doesn't. I don't think he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't like him.
He doesn't respect
I think he's just irritated by him.
Yeah.
He's an irritating guy.
That's true, but
Right, Gus?
Correct. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah,
I'm the annoying little brother. That's what I am.
that
He's
makes
10 years
sense,
older than
actually.
him.
Yeah. But that is what it feels like. Like, I think it's more of like a Jim Dwight situation where there's kind of that back and forth that's there, but
See, he wants to be like John Krasinski. That's the
So
thing.
bad. So
It's
bad.
Jim and
Not at all.
Dwight. If Dwight
more
was
like-
the lesser employee,
Or like Oscar and Dwight.
I suppose.
Yeah, if we're being totally honest.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, eventually, you guys, it'll be all right. Maybe it'll be a blowout at some point. I don't know.
Nah, we're good.
I think we're fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just-
Rose was great. He just couldn't hang till
You're
the
right.
long way.
You're a veteran. You've been
Yeah.
around. Yeah. Okay. How much did you drink, Gus?
We definitely hit double digits. I got to
combined.
No,
I mean,
no.
I didn't think.
Justin doesn't like hearing that.
Like, I'm trying to think. Like, we had like 4 or 5 before we left.
Yeah, pregame, Mike.
Yeah,
Pre-gamed.
They were on Mike and the Minifans.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, he brought
Yeah.
that. I watched him. He brought that show that was screaming. Not that it was flying, but he brought to a screaming halt.
Yeah.
Oh, that visiting nurse Chris from Rhode Island. Holy shit. Steve was right. That's the guy he always aborted, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
What was so bad about it?
Just his phone connection was terrible.
Yeah.
And he's just a drip. He doesn't say a fucking thing. And I'll also say this. One of the capos of the Windy City Mafia, Justin Trudell.
Yes.
Much like Coleman, I don't like Justin cooler than the other guy, Justin.
Cooler than the other
Like
guy.
he kind of is like on a
Gotcha.
show like that. Like
Oh, cooler than the other guy. I think you meant the other Justin.
No,
Yeah, I got
when
you.
he's like, yeah, you know, whatever, like you're a dork. Like, no, that's not who you are.
I suppose.
I don't like that, Justin.
I think Justin gets uncomfortable when like people try and put him in a position to criticize the show.
No, I think
he tenses up.
I don't think Justin likes when somebody thinks they're just as big a fan as he is.
Oh, maybe.
I find he gets like almost like he's challenged by that.
Well, it's true. Justin is
Those
a
people
super
aren't-
fan.
Those people aren't leaving like he is.
It's true.
No way he's gonna be number 2 on this list with that theory's gone if he takes that Chicago guy.
That's fair. I was looking at that Mafia thing though, and I thought Justin should have been a little higher on it, a little higher ranked.
Where was he?
He was below, so there was a tier where it was Mutt, Big Cat, Rico, and Jeff.
Well, it's like different.
I would have
groups, right?
replaced Justin with Mutt. Switch Justin with Mutt.
Yes, yeah.
Although Mutt's been with you longer, I guess.
True.
I'm just thinking in terms of this show.
Yeah, Justin's a guy you could send out for a hit though. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, was a guy. He's leaving. We're losing him.
Why do you do this to him?
You know why? You know why?
I know, but I'd rather you didn't.
Well, look, I mean, I wish him well. There was a big interview tomorrow. His talk with Dan went well, I was told.
Yes. Now he goes up the ladder.
Talks to the big guy tomorrow. My teammate, Hank Lockwood.
That's right.
Yeah. So, that idiot. So, I mean, I think, if that goes well, I think he's going to get the job.
It's very funny that the idea that I sat when I was an intern, I sat next to Hank, and he was just a dummy with a backwards hat that sat at the front of the office.
Still is.
And now he's like an executive.
Right. We're still dummy. He still wears a hat backwards. It's true. Well, he texted me on Friday, Hank, and he said, how proficient is Justin in editing? And I was like, you're asking literally the fucking last person. I have no idea. So I texted Dave and Steve, and they were both said, great.
I think he's quite proficient.
Yeah. I should have asked you. You're right. So, I mean, I don't think that's going to be an issue. I don't know what he's going to do there. Like, I have an idea, but is he going to be on a show? Is he going to
I think he'll produce shows, and I imagine something would pop up naturally. Like, if he produces for someone like KB or something.
Right.
I think they would find a way to use him.
Right, as a character.
Yeah.
He could be also, if he wanted to be more ambitious, maybe a game show where they run around Chicago trying to win things.
Certainly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? That's a burgeoning market, the game show market.
That would be great if Justin stole every Clemmer idea and just tried to
The Chicago version.
Got it out.
Clemmer's idea, he basically was like, yes, it's literally ripping off The Amazing Race 1,000%.
I kind of respect that he wasn't even like, no, I mean, this is. He was like, yeah, it's a lot like The Amazing Race.
I think because Survivor is such a we're ripping off Survivor so much, I guess he feels comfortable.
Barstool Idol, Most Dangerous. They're all
But it's funny that Clemmer's like, I'll rip off another game as opposed to thinking of something. That show has no chance.
How about this? Barstool deal or no deal?
I mean, no chance to succeed. Zero.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm a straight shooter.
No.
Zero chance.
I mean, why don't you think it has a chance?
I think the fact it's like one day shoot, that kind of
it's just not
got it
like
for me.
Like it might be an okay thing for people to watch one day on YouTube, but like I'm gonna watch like Marty Mush run around with like Caroline? Like what the fuck do I care? I wouldn't watch them walk down the street.
So I don't watch The Amazing Race. It's essentially a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, well it's like teams, like say it's 10 teams of 2.
Yeah.
And they go all around the world, right? And there's like a scout. They have to do some challenge, and they have to go find something and get in the car and drive around. It's okay.
Right.
My guy Phil Keegan hosts the show. But yeah, it's also been on for like 30 years. I don't know. So Survivor though, so I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I don't.
I hope his newest project doesn't get in the way of that.
The Cheers one?
That's right.
I saw that. It's coming
back, baby.
Where's that going to be exactly?
I assume on your network.
We'll see. We
were going to record Tuesday.
Oh, really? Yeah. Sure. Bring it on. Let's do it. What episode are we on?
Well, that was the big question.
Why don't you start over?
Run it back.
The big question was...
Why don't you do the finale?
The last... that's probably a better idea, actually. You should just do the finale, because I don't see this going that long.
No chance. Oh, it would be great if you guys did it the whole way.
We should do the finale, probably.
So what episode are you on?
Well... This was the question, because the last one we did 3 years ago, this week, Thanksgiving week.
That's incredible.
You and I did an episode.
Sure. Yeah, I was just listening to it the other day.
But it was on the KMS feed. So does that count? Oh, you don't remember this?
Mike, I don't.
So it was my first show back.
Uh-huh.
And you texted me and said, I think it would be funny if you came back.
Oh, that's right.
And we were like, Mike's coming back or whatever. But it was just
did Cheers.
We just did the Cheers.
That was
episode.
fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I would continue from that.
Yeah, okay.
That's done.
That's
Which
what I
episode was that?
I want to say 15 and 16. We always did 2 episodes.
The Boys in the Bar and Father Knows Last? The one about the coming out thing?
Oh, probably. I do think we did that, yeah.
Really?
That sounds right.
So the next one then would be, let me see here. Be episode 17, Diane's Perfect Date.
Yeah. The finale might be better. I'll talk to the Clem dog tomorrow.
I mean, listen, it's you guys, you guys know what you're doing. I don't want to get in the way of this.
For sure.
I'm looking at the series. The series goes an awful long time.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. Is like, I tweeted it and then I was like, he immediately texted me after the show and was like, if you want to do it before Thanksgiving. And I said, sure. And then I was like, oh, are we going to do like every episode from now until
275 episodes?
Yeah,
I don't want to, I don't want to get in the way. I want you guys to do well.
Yeah.
Well, good. Okay, there you go. Again, now you and Clemmer get along.
Sure.
Well, you guys are two guys that don't not want to get along.
We never, this was the thing, is it was very funny to hear Clemmer react to you making up that I hated him. And he's like, well, let me tell you something about that.
Well, you've taken shots at him. You've been
For
down,
sure,
you've
but
been down on him.
But I've never hated him.
I know, but there's,
my issues with him has been the same as everyone else's that listens to the show, pretty much.
What's that? He stinks.
that his Barstool experience isn't what I thought he would do there. It seems like
Everyone's so worried about this 95 Mariners thing. What else was he going to do?
really what it was.
Other than that, what else was he going
honestly,
to do?
I was invested in the 95 Mariners. They went on strike.
That was it? Yeah. No, Clemmer's fine. He's in a good spot, I think, and I appreciate him coming in the other day. So, yeah, he's so good. Do that. So it's going to be on the KMS network.
Yeah. Now, he said, should we do it live Tuesday? I was thinking it belongs in its rightful spot, even though it's Thanksgiving. It's a Thursday show.
Why don't you do a Thanksgiving episode?
That's
food fight episode.
I did think of that. Possibly doing a Thanksgiving episode.
That's a famous one.
We'll discuss this all tomorrow.
I would do this. And again, this is I'm not going to tell Simon and Garfunkel how to do their stuff.
Sure.
Right? I would do like quarterly, like, best something, favorite whatever, Gary's thing.
Great Cheers moments.
Just whatever. Pick an episode you like. I don't think it has to be episode by episode.
Well, yes. Now at this point, you're
What
right.
about the Cheers episode, right? Find out what year it is.
Right.
And the corresponding song was on the charts that week.
That's interesting. I could be the music
Quantum
guy.
Cheers.
Yeah.
That I would like. Yeah. That I would like. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Coleman might be
Now you're
better as a
thinking.
sidekick for that one. But still, I'm in. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
How we do today? We got the win. The G-Men.
They did. Yes.
Big time.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Touchdown parlay hit as well.
What was the final score?
I don't even remember.
It's numbers.
Yeah, numbers. I was watching it. I had it on Red Zone.
I figure Coleman's a guy who does like the smaller number first. Like people sometimes do that. It was like 10 to 21.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I had the game on my phone earlier, and Coleman goes, "So who are we rooting for?"
Coleman's like, I was watching Red Zone. It's an awful lot like Mean Girls. I don't know. So the G-Men won. Okay,
G-Men
that's
won.
good.
Yeah, we just own the Commanders consistently.
And Josh won, right? The Cowboys won, right?
Cowboys won, yeah.
Oh, good.
Good. Why was Josh not here on Friday? Oh, he's working.
I think he
right?
said he had work, yeah, and then he offered 2 days this week that we're just not going to have shows on. So
Thursday. And,
it was like Wednesday and Friday.
You should have just told him yes. Have him come in.
I thought about it. I was like, just come on.
Have him
in.
do it by himself. He could sit here and do a show by himself. I wouldn't mind doing a 24-hour Josh marathon, just him by himself here.
I bet the hurricane
He
would.
could never, though.
But him just sitting there doing anything.
Right, but
He can eat. He can sleep, and we can do that on Cyber Monday. Just Josh.
I like that. That's
I
a
like
great.
it.
Now you're thinking.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
He can give the hurricane a whirl on the
Yeah,
desk. It's fine by me.
Just Josh.
That's the name of it. Just Josh.
I like it.
Just give him a studio. See what he does.
The guy's magic. I can see that. What else is going on this Friday night? Sunday night.
Sunday.
Jesus, Friday. I'm thinking of Josh. Sunday night.
So Trump had a speech in Iowa yesterday.
I'm back in now.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about Trump is I saw there was an NBC poll today that had Trump leading over Biden. It's the first time NBC's had it. And the key thing was Biden beat Trump by, I think they said 20 points, 18 to 34-year-olds. In this poll, among young voters, 18 to 34, Trump is beating Biden.
I'm not
Does
that
not surprise
surprised
me.
by that.
You know why this is? I can tell you why if you'd like to know.
Please.
I'm seeing this with my kids. Trump is like a tick. They love
He's
Trump
cool.
now. Yeah. Like they think it's
yeah.
funny because Biden's such an idiot anyway. The stuff that bothered them before, they just think Trump's funny. Like, I
Right.
can't believe what an idiot this guy is, but it's funny.
And he's been around long enough at this point. Like, it was jarring at first, but now,
now
it's
it's
like,
that's right.
it's old hat. It's a routine.
It's like
you know?
he's like a TikTok character, like not a real person.
Right, exactly.
So everyone's like, oh, one day a TikTok guy's going to be president. It's about to happen.
So am I wrong then? Because I was feeling like I'm not feeling the same Trump juice I was feeling a few years ago. You know?
Did you hear these cuts from the other night?
I think he's getting.
I'm
there.
back in.
Yeah,
I'm back in. Last night Iowa won me over. Go ahead, just give me them in order, I guess, from when I sent. Yeah.
He was with 4 hookers. You think that was good that night to go up and tell my wife, it's not true, darling. I love you very much. It's not true.
All right, take it back.
There you go. Hold on.
I take it all back.
Keep going.
Actually, that one she didn't believe because she said he's a germaphobe. He's not into that, you know? He's not into golden showers.
I know it's been said 10 million times in the last 8 years. That's the president of the United States. He's not into golden showers.
He does the hand motion. He's a germaphobe.
He's a germaphobe.
He sounds more like Trump than the Trump. He sounds more like the Trump caller now than Trump.
It's a caricature.
Were you the Trump caller, Gus?
No.
You sound like him. Let me hear that Trump again.
Yes. No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't good.
No, it's
It's
not
good. I got to catch at the right time.
Give me another one.
So then there was.
I actually like the other one better.
Yeah, that was the the pencil neck.
Yeah, this is about Adam Schiff. Hold on.
beyond that.
Hold on. Start at the beginning. So Adam Schiff, the California Democrat,
Yep.
who Trump's been battling with forever. He hates him. So this is, again, a guy who's running for president, is up 50 points in the Republican poll and is leading the presidential poll. Go ahead.
There and even beyond that, stood up for Iowa ethanol like no president in history. I had your 2 senators come in and they would always say, please, please, please help
It's a
me,
different
help
one, isn't
me
it?
with it.
No, I think
This is the Schiff one?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
And I would take care of it for them. I don't know what they've done for me, but this is minor details, right? There's no quid pro quo, right? No quid. Remember that? He was a quid pro quo. Nobody knew what it meant. Adam Shifty Schiff with a neck like a pencil. He's got. I said, how does he hold up that fat, ugly face?
All right, he's back.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
I was like, I was like, you know what? 4 years ago, because of COVID, we didn't really get this Trump.
That's true.
He wasn't. This has been 8 years really since he's been campaigning.
Yeah, and he was a little more
Muted. He was the
reserved during
president.
COVID
Yeah.
and all that.
Now he's like, fuck it. Like, I'm going to be a complete lunatic. And I am all, just feed me this for the next year. I'm all in.
That's interesting. The thing you said about like kids, though, like Harry's age or whatever.
Oh, they think he's hilarious.
It's interesting. But, well, what I'm saying is.
For Harry, he's like PewDiePie, whatever the fucking guy's name is, or Mr. Beast. He's just like a fucking idiot who, like,
Because I think you were saying, or I heard someone else
or
saying.
like Cullinane, like a big TikTok star.
Right. That it was, it's going to be worse. Like, people are going to lose their minds even worse this time around.
I mean, that crazy left-wing crowd.
I don't know if it's going to have the same impact.
I don't think it will either. Yeah. No, I don't think it will either. Because I think.
Because we've heard it all before.
And Biden has been such a disaster. And he's so old. And trotting him out. If the Democrats had. If Biden had just, like, I'm a one-term president. And actually had, like, a 45-year-old, like, ass kicker. It would be different.
Right.
But they're going to roll this fucking guy out again. And look at Trump. Trump is, like, alive right now. He's, like, reinvigorated. I don't know what's going on. But he just, I mean, that stuff just, do I think Trump's a buffoon? Yes. Does that make me laugh? Yes. Would I vote for Trump over Biden? Yes. Woo. Absolutely, I would. But it's like, I'm not thrilled about it, but it's funny. Like, at this point, everything's so fucked. We might as well just fucking laugh about it.
Getting close. Under a year.
Oh, yeah. No, we're in.
Yeah.
Like, it's showtime now. We're going to be in Iowa and New Hampshire. And yeah, Trump's going to, and Trump is going to be on this show, right, Gus?
Yeah, we're gonna start working on it.
Okay, good. You've been working on it for a while?
Yeah.
How long?
As long as Dave's been working on it.
Okay, well, that's.
I'm gonna pick up where Dave left off.
Okay, are you going to book the guy? Or
Yes,
no?
I'm gonna book the guy.
You're guaranteeing that?
Guaranteeing.
Okay. How's Carl Weathers going?
Was that a slam at Cullinane?
I guess. Do your own job. How's Carl Weathers going, Gus? Not just the former president. So Carl Weathers we can't get.
No, but we'll get the former president.
Frank Stallone?
He's gone silent on me.
Okay, but Donald Trump, yeah.
Yeah.
But Frank Stallone might help us get Trump. He might not come on the show. But
That's
I
true.
think he's an inroad.
Oh, yeah, he's a friend. Yeah, absolutely.
I think we'll get to Stallone. He was pretty responsive at first, at least comparatively to other people.
Frank Stallone. Okay. Anyways, what else?
Before Trump even started, this state rep, Mike Sexton, was up there. I don't know if you saw this. It was pretty crazy.
The dark side
This is legitimately
is very powerful in Biden. Crooked is he.
Justin Trudeau?
Your country, he does not care. The force is strong in Trump.
So yeah, that's how they were trying to fire up this crowd.
Yeah, they just want to see. They just want Trump. Nobody's ever here seeing that bullshit.
The openers?
Yeah, Jesus, that's weird to even do that. Why even do that? God.
We got a great show for you tonight.
Yeah, like, what are you doing?
The former president's going to be out here in a little bit.
Yeah, right. What else?
So then there were some Mean Girls clips that have been coming out this weekend. Just pretty low interaction.
They had one conversation about, I saw on Twitter about Jordan took her first airline trip with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
This was a conversation, as I've said, I see more chemistry with sexual assault victims and their accusers in court when they do the reading and when they do the testimony in front of them.
Sure.
Yeah, like that. Than these two have. It is crazy.
So are they back in the studio now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's the problem when you I know it's like the day after a big live show. It's the day after is tough when you're back in studio.
Sure, yeah. So this dawned on me. I played a couple of these clips on Who Are These Socials? Because we were playing clips from the podcast in here, and it dawned on me. I was like, let me see which clips from those shows that they're posting. And the clips they post on TikTok are awful. And I realized, they don't have Barstool behind them anymore. So they don't know what the fuck to clip.
What to do, right.
So the clips are like
Wait, you hear this.
bizarre.
You might have played this clip. This is Jordan Woodruff, who again has a boyfriend. We know that. What's his name?
Pete.
Pete.
Yeah.
Not the same. Not your Pete.
No.
Not
Okay.
Big Pete.
Okay,
No.
not Big Pete.
Pete's cool.
Big Pete's cool.
Big Pete's very cool.
Tell me a little bit about Big Pete, Gus.
He's got a nice little suave to him, tall guy, can put down a couple back. I think he was the first one to offer to buy me a drink. So
Wow.
Okay.
stand up guy.
That's the doctor?
No, that's Benny. Benny's in town.
I was
Benny was
Benny.
in town. He was good.
Benny in town, yeah.
Yeah,
What'd you think
good
of him,
vibes.
Gus?
He was a good guy too. All the guys were awesome.
No assholes.
No assholes.
No crosswords. Like, what's the vibe? What are these guys like? What kind of bro vibe do these guys have?
It's definitely you're right out of college, bro. You got the whole world ahead of you. Like,
Do they make out before they suck each other's dicks?
No,
Or is it,
there is a little bit of that, like the
That
too
vibe?
cool. Like
Yeah.
they got that little cool, that too cool. Like
they were kind of.
their group's cool. If you're in the group, you're cool.
Were you in the group?
I was in the group.
Okay, so you're
How-
cool.
I don't like the way he flexed that. Right
yeah,
there.
he's in the group.
I was in the group.
Do you think you can muscle Coleman out of the group if you played your cards right?
Oh shit.
I played my cards
no
right.
shit.
Yeah, I could see that.
I played my cards right.
I saw Coleman pass out like an idiot. You guys were all laughing at him. Like, I bet, between you and me, is there a little separate text chain right now with Coleman not part of it?
Maybe.
Yeah, I could see that.
Fuck that.
I could see that.
Is
I could see
Coleman the cool guy? What's his standing?
that.
in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
group?
that's a good question.
I mean Coleman,
Who's the president of the group?
I would say Coleman.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, Coleman.
I appreciate that, Gus. Thank you.
Oof. Who's like the wacky guy in the group?
Who was it?
was
Steve.
Gus.
Steve.
Well,
I mean,
no,
besides-
no, I know.
But Steve was pretty wacky.
Yeah, he was. What did he do?
Oh, I mean, just showing up, burrito in hand, great move.
Wow, that is
So
Sam.
There's
Steve.
always that guy.
Yeah,
Sam, the
not
It
burrito
was-
in hand.
oh, that was Sam. Sorry,
Yeah.
Sam.
Sam, there's a doctor showing up with a burrito in hand.
It was-
Oh no,
Ready
Sam is
to
most
go.
definitely not a doctor.
I thought he was. You just said.
No, Benny's
Benny's
the
the
Oh,
doctor.
doctor.
Benny's the doctor.
Yeah.
Not. Is he actually a doctor or no?
He's studying currently.
Studying to be a
Yeah.
doctor. Okay. Okay. So what were we talking about?
Sam came in with a burrito.
Not what we're talking about. I'm saying, what were we actually talking about?
Mean Girls. This
Mean
clip.
Girls. Yeah. This is, it's like. Go ahead.
First trip on an airplane with somebody that you're dating, I feel like there's a lot of room for error because if the person, when the plane lands, gets up and walks ahead of everybody else out of the deplaning order, that would be a deal breaker for me.
Hold
oh my
on.
God.
Like, hold on. Like, who is going to do that? So, like, you're saying if, like, ahead of everybody, so if you're, like, aisle 12, if the plane lands, you just dart to the front?
I've got somewhere to go.
You're a psycho.
Yeah.
I guess it's a deal breaker, I guess. What's that, Gus?
I was gonna say it's good. There's Rico has a whole big thing against this of people who run up trying to cut in line, getting off the plane.
Yeah, I mean, no shit. Like, everybody feels that way, don't they?
I would think.
You gotta hope. I mean, it happens.
What's their take on traffic? Like, yeah, we all agree. I don't know. But, like, they get to a point where they have nothing. It's almost like you would think they've been in, like, a room together for 1,000 years. They have nothing left to say to each other.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. Is where they realized like their success was let's throw out topics like washing your hands is for crazy people,
dinosaurs.
and dinosaurs don't exist. So that's what this is like a hot take. Hey, don't run out of the aisle in the fucking airplane or whatever she's saying.
Right.
It's like these hot takes that are supposed to be good for social media, but I don't know if they know how to do them as well.
Well, it's also weird to come back and then be in the completely different positions as before. Like now, all of a sudden, Alex is the one that's single, and it feels
Right.
like she doesn't really know what to do with that.
Yeah.
I think Coleman's just a fan of the show. He's like, and the dynamics are weird.
He's overthinking it. I think. Go ahead.
I also have a call
Play the rest of that
coming in.
clip. Oh, all right. Go ahead. Oh,
Well,
sure.
they just hung up, but
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Plane etiquette, it would be a deal breaker. In general.
Yeah.
So everything was good.
He let me sit on the aisle, even though we had the middle aisle, and I was like, "You can have the aisle." He was like, "No, you can have the aisle." I was like, "Okay."
That was nice.
I don't say this often. If I was in the seat like next to them, I would be like, "Is there like a terrorist on this plane so we can fly in the fucking building?"
Is that
please?
door open?
Can I literally just die, please? Does anybody have what the hell were those guys carrying? What was a weapon?
Box
Box
cutters.
cutters. Yeah. Can we just land this fucking thing now?
Just yell bomb.
Go ahead.
Okay.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Wait, okay,
There we
good.
go.
So, what else is there at an airport?
Mike, go ahead. What else is there in an airport? We pulled 100 people.
Sbarros.
We pulled 100 people. Top 5 answers only. What would Steve Harvey do in an airport?
Show me bars.
get it all in the bathroom.
I'm gonna say bathroom, Steve. Magazines? Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts? Uh-huh. What's the place? What's the thing goes around? You pick up the carousel with the luggage. There's that. There are airplanes. Security. Rental car places outside, garages outside. There's a whole bunch of things. Let me hear the question again, Alex. I want to make sure I heard it right.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, good. So, What else is there at an airport?
Okay, hold on. Gus, go ahead. We'll see who loses first, okay? We'll all go around. Gus, go ahead.
Moving sidewalks.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Luggage carousel.
I said that already.
Oh, I didn't. I thought we were restarting. All right. Airport bar.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Well, I kind of want to go viral, so I would go terrorists.
That's not bad.
And Steve, oh my God.
There are.
Show me terrorists.
I mean, you said it away, but like food court. There's a food court.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go with TSA agents.
Okay, very good. Yeah, all right, go ahead.
Bookstore.
Very good, Coleman.
Passengers.
How about those like the dogs with the sniffing dog?
I like those guys.
Yes, good answer. Good answer.
So we can go all day, but I'm sure Alex will list some of these. Go ahead, Alex.
Did he want to get there early?
It was my agenda. He just followed it.
Okay, so he was good going 7 hours early to the airport.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything to say about that.
No.
This is your guy.
Yep.
Okay, good. What did he do on the flight?
So I work.
It's like they've never met each other.
What did he do on the flight?
It's almost like she's like filing a complaint against him. She's like Alex is gathering all the information. Like she has to talk to both sides or something. It's very. Oh, so what did you do on the flight?
Actually, listen to her answer though. He started a coup and they took over the plane.
Oh, is that what happened?
They charged the cabin. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet your mind's gonna be blown with what this guy did on the plane. I don't know. I'm just gonna take a guess.
Good. What did he do on the flight?
So I worked on my laptop and he watched TV on his iPad.
Unfucking believable. On a plane?
TV? What year is it?
I thought they said they were on a plane.
Is this the future?
They watching television on a plane?
What?
First of all, plane? Somebody's in the sky? The funniest thing is she claims she does work.
Yeah. What could that have
What the fuck
been?
is she doing?
Well, they're looking up different, I don't know, BuzzFeed articles that they can
I
come
guess. Jesus.
Are dinosaurs real?
Go ahead.
Yes, we were both iPad kids. We kept to ourselves. I fell asleep on his shoulder for like an hour. He just let me sit there.
Cute.
Wow.
Hold on. Adorbs, population 1.
It's like Gus and Coleman the other day.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is promising.
Would you, I mean, like, you couldn't pay me $50,000 to be the third person in that aisle, in that row.
That's a great sitcom moment where it's them two dozing off on each other and it pans out and you're just sitting there angrily.
Just staring ahead. Oh, my God. But that moment where Alex is like, well, yeah, okay, like, there's just nothing to talk about, I guess. I don't know.
Even when she was trying to pull it out of her, like, so did he do anything funny
she's such an
on
empty
the
head,
plane?
Jordan Woodruff. Jesus, I can't believe I'm go on that show.
What they described is what you would find in every aisle of every flight
ever.
Yeah.
Some guy watching his iPad and his dumb girlfriend like doing pretend work. Like, great, join the club. Jesus. What else?
We do have that caller.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Caller.
Sorry, hello?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's GB. One of my hooers rolled over on the phone. You guys, now I know Thanksgiving's coming up. We're stuffing turkeys all week. Hey, Gus, I heard you said no girls were coming when you went out Saturday night. That's never been a problem for me.
No, I know that. Yeah, sure.
All right, roll back over, hon. All right, see you later, guys.
See ya. Okay, make sure you're...
I think he's found his...
Who, Graham?
Yeah, he's found his Ron Burgundy.
It's horny right now.
His best character.
Jesus. Wow. Good for him.
I really hope he's just making that call at home.
Oh, no question.
Kids are gathered around.
Jesus. What else is going on?
So we had Rosalynn Carter passed away, and Scott Hansen just completely said that Jimmy Carter was the one that
I saw this
died.
live.
Me too.
Amazingly.
Yeah.
Scott Hansen, who stinks. The
I disagree.
The worst.
One of the greats.
Doesn't take himself seriously enough, in my opinion. I saw
He's got the hardest job in broadcasting, in sports
really
broadcasting.
difficult. There was a scroll underneath one of the things. I was like, I knew that Rosalynn Carter had passed away. So this dummy who doesn't have a fucking brain in his head just starts opining for no reason.
He's got a lot of balls in the air here. He's doing play-by-play for 8 games at once.
Scott, just leave it alone. Like, witching out. The rest of us can figure that out, dummy. All right, go ahead.
News special report. I'll just pass along to you that Rosalynn Carter, the wife of the late President Jimmy Carter, has died at the age of 96. Rosalynn Carter and Jimmy Carter were married for 77 years. That was the breaking news report at the bottom of the...
That's pretty much it. But.
So I guess I would ask him, when did Jimmy Carter pass away? Because he hasn't.
He said that right, didn't he?
The late Jimmy Carter?
Oh,
the wife of the late Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. I heard that too, and I was like, look, I understand a lot of people probably think Jimmy Carter's dead. He's actually not.
Yeah.
So, but then he quickly was like, I misspoke earlier. I'm like, no, you thought he was dead. That's okay, but you know.
He busted his own chops later, though, because someone made a mistake on some game, and he goes, who am I to criticize? I just said that Jimmy Carter was dead. And I was like, all right, Scotty.
He is self-deprecating.
He is. Oh,
he's
come on.
He's in that Van Pelt, like, Twitter likes him. Like, he's obsessed with that.
That's not his fault.
He stinks. He's
great. They're one of the greats.
I hate him.
My high school friends have been waiting on Jimmy Carter to pass away for so long because our history teacher in high school, he told us that when Jimmy Carter passes away, he wants us to have like a party to celebrate it.
What?
Yeah, back in high school.
Why?
I don't know. He was just like my high school teacher.
Who's that?
Mr. Matson. Great guy.
Mr. Sounds great. He wants you guys to celebrate when Jimmy Carter does?
Yeah.
Is he a big Republican or something?
I think he would bounce back and forth. He was a very like DC guy.
Why would he want you guys to celebrate that though?
I don't know. He was like, I want you guys to do this when President Carter passes. Let's have a celebration.
Are you gonna do that?
He will.
Might. I mean, everyone's been talking about it.
Party.
Well, I don't get it. Why?
I don't know. It was something he said in class, and then we've always texted about it whenever there was updates about Jimmy Carter passing away. Like someone would send out the tweet and be like, "Oh my god,
he hasn't died though."
Yeah, I know, but like,
what are the updates?
For a while, there would be.
We went to hospice and stuff.
Like
breaking news: Jimmy Carter's still alive.
So when he dies, what's the party gonna be?
Well, I don't know. The thing is
this guy pro Jimmy Carter or anti? Like, is it a celebration of his life or like a fuck this guy?
I think it's a celebration of his life.
He's been a great post-president, that's for sure.
There was no context. He didn't say
Not
what?
really. And like this was, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, but that was the crux of what I remember.
90s then, yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, "You guys got
Mr. Maddox?
Matson.
Matson.
Awesome dude.
So you guys are talking about the Civil War, and he just blurts out, "By the way, celebrate when Jimmy Carter dies."
Yeah, pretty much.
As we were.
We had him for like 2 years or like 3 different classes. So like it was just something that came up randomly, and ever since we've been.
That's very strange.
Waiting. Yeah.
Okay. So when he dies, you'll let us know.
Well, so the thing is, when we saw that his wife passed away.
Oh, you're still in the active text group with this crew.
Yeah, it's just like high school friends that were like in the same class. So when we saw that his wife passed away, first of all,
do you celebrate with his wife?
No.
Okay.
But now it's one of those things where it's like, you know, when someone's loved one loses the other person.
Yeah,
that
we're
they
getting
kind of-
close.
Yeah, it's like
I've
the
seen
odds
that. Yeah, I've
just
seen
kind of went up a little.
Well, yeah, and he's
Bush
plus he's-
Senior, right? That happened to Bush Senior when Barbara Bush died. Like he pass away shortly thereafter.
Pretty soon after, yeah. Yeah, and he's old. Jimmy Carter's like 98, I think.
Yeah.
So I think that's, yeah.
It's
I believe
any
it's-
day now.
I believe he's the last president who was born in a home.
Oh, like okay.
A house.
Not a house.
Oh, okay.
Correct. Yes. That is kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah. Well, congratulations to Mr. Madsen and Jimmy Carter. Yes, I don't really know.
I don't know if congratulations are in order yet.
Jimmy Carter is 99.
Wow. When's his birthday?
He just had October. I don't think he's. Well, I don't want to say that.
I'm still waiting on Norman Lear to die, for Christ's sake.
No, don't say that. Jesus Christ.
101.
Guy invented Archie Bunker.
I know, but
I'll give for an example. Jimmy Carter is 7 years younger than John F. Kennedy.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
I think John McCain's mother lived to be like 106.
John F. Kennedy could easily be alive today.
I mean, he'd be 106, Mike.
7 years younger. Yeah. I mean, he'd be 92.
Yeah. I suppose he could be alive. Yeah. People 106 are alive.
I suppose.
Oh, easy it would be, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
could be alive. What's your take, Gus? How did Kennedy? Who killed Kennedy?
Who killed Kennedy? Oh, it's Oswald.
Kennedy? What?
Kennedy, and it was Lee Harvey Oswald.
Okay.
Alone?
Alone.
Totally alone.
Why does his head go back?
Back and to the left. I don't know.
What's the magic bullet theory? What's your take on that?
I mean, anything is possible, I guess.
Sure, I guess
but-
that's. Yeah, I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm going with what's been reported so
No
far.
CIA for you. No Lyndon Baines Johnson. No FBI. I've read many books on this subject, so I could debate it. I don't have a great theory on it, but I don't think he acted alone.
I mean,
with his ties to Russia, and I mean, really, you think you just act? It's a lone lunatic.
There are lunatics out there, so I think it could.
You're right about that.
Yeah. So it's.
How do you explain Jack Ruby?
Oh, I mean, Jack Ruby. It's. I don't know how you explain Jack Ruby.
Oh, okay. Well,
he should have had better protection. I don't know.
I'll give you a crazy one.
Well, no, I don't mean.
I mean, Oswald should have. That's why.
Right. I just mean, why would he do it?
You think Ruby should have better protection?
Oh, no, I think Oswald should have had better protection.
It illustrates the Dennis Miller joke from his stand-up comedy. He's like, like the guy sitting around like, yeah, the guy owns a local titty bar. You want to let him in? Yeah, let him in. Everybody just strolled in. I'll give you a crazy one for how, as long ago as that was, which is coming up on 60 years this week. Like Oswald's widow is alive and 82 years old.
Wow.
Yes. She could easily be alive like she is.
Thank God.
82 years old. Like she's like, I think she was 20. She was 20.
There's a lot of, a weird thing. Like I fall asleep I have my headphones in when I fall asleep. And one thing I listened to
Moneyball
a couple of times, not Moneyball. Okay. Well, that's next.
Yes.
But the live coverage the day Kennedy was shot from like NBC or something like that. Yeah, but it's like not just that.
Yeah,
it's
like they do
8
like the
hours
back
or
and
something.
forth.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's very, I remember, I think CBS cut from a soap opera.
Yeah.
You go right to Cronkite. Yeah, I watched that a bunch. National, a couple people tweeted this to me. National Geographic did a pretty good one this, I think it's out again this week. People were basically still alive who were part of it. 60 years later, it's really good. I would recommend that for sure. Not as good as The Crown, but I would recommend it. Watching Moneyball every night is like serial killer stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Like every night. It's so dumb.
I get the idea of falling asleep to things you're familiar with.
Sure.
But I would shake it up. It would get, it becomes not calming. Once you hear it becomes almost torturous, I would think.
I just picture him sitting on his couch by himself, just falling asleep, sitting straight up.
just
wake up in the morning. Yeah, just passed out.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Is he on his couch when he falls asleep?
I don't know. Is he in bed, like rolled over, listening to Moneyball? Like a lunatic? Like, that's crazy.
Chill.
Yeah, I mean, is Moneyball like a really laid back movie?
Yeah.
It's talky, I'll say that. It's a Sorkin movie, written movie, so it's very dialogue heavy.
Right.
I guess. I
don't know. I get sick of that though.
I would too, but he's very dumb. You have to remember that. He has no brain, so he's in a big slump too. So,
in what way?
Just in life, like this is not going right. It's just not going well. Things are not going well. What else?
So Julie DeCaro was talking about the Carissa Thompson story, and she also had a blog today.
I read it.
Yeah. It had some links in it as well that Gus actually saw.
Oh, she linked back at a point where she goes. Let me get to the right spot. First off, what Carissa...
Well, first of all, I'm sorry, before we do get it, Mike, what is your take on the whole Carissa Thompson thing?
I think it's insane. I didn't understand...
You think it's insane that people are giving her shit for it?
No. Oh. I think it's insane that she said it. And I thought it was weird that Big Cat was like I get the tone of that show and everything.
Yeah.
But it's still weird. She said it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it was my take with him. Like,
she wasn't kidding.
Like, my thing is the job cannot be that important. We agree. But like, I think my point, which I think was the best point I think I made, was like, if a guy wrote that in the newspaper the next day, he would lose his job.
Right.
Yeah. Like you're making up. You are, for her to like decide what or what isn't important is crazy.
Right. I thought Big Cat was going to say we shouldn't have tweeted out the clip because what she was saying was like, oh yeah, I made it. It was sarcastic.
Right.
And we took it out of context. But he wasn't saying that. It was just like, who cares that she was lying?
Well, I think he felt bad that the guest on the show he probably likes is taking shit.
Sure, but I actually think they should have tweeted that out because it's an interesting part of the show.
I don't think you should run away from it.
Especially if she had already said that previously.
Right.
And was saying, like,
podcast,
even in that
no
episode.
one listens to evidently, but yeah.
And then in her apology, she's like, I am a journalist, but I wasn't lying, but I was, or whatever the fuck
she can't ever say she's a journalist again. That's over. That like just you're an entertainer, that's fine. What were you saying, Gus? I'm sorry.
So she goes off on this whole paragraph, and then at the bottom of it and goes, full disclosure, I've also been targeted by Barstool for years. And that goes back to the story that was written about Justin reading her book.
Oh, she links to that?
Yeah,
good. That's good for Justin.
To that.
Good.
So,
wait, also been targeted? Is she saying that Carissa Thompson
she
was
gives
targeted?
like examples of like women reporting.
Like Sam Ponder and...
Fresh stuff, like stuff that nobody's heard before.
Right, gotcha.
It's just like that's the thing. Julie DeCaro is making me go the other way in this story, just out of principle. Like I can't take Carissa Thompson that seriously.
But also at the same time, like she's coming down on a female reporter, like the beginning of the article where she says like last week Carissa Thompson opened her yap on the podcast part of my take. Like,
Right.
and
Yeah.
what is that? What is this double standard?
Yeah, no, I agree. But she, but like, I do think, like, I still stand by Chris Thompson should lose her job, but she's not going to because it's not that big a deal, I guess.
How great is it, though, that as recently as this weekend, Julie DeCaro was thinking about Justin reading her book?
And when's that lawsuit coming out?
Well, I mean, the last paragraph of the article really hits home.
Oh, really? What you write?
There's a war on journalists happening across our country and around the world. So far in 2023, 60 journalists have been killed on the job.
Really?
Wow.
T-shirts advocating the killing of journalists are in the mainstream circulation and available for purchase
What
as we
journalists in
speak.
America have been killed out of curiosity? I don't even know. Like in the United States?
Let's see. They link it.
Okay.
One.
Really? Who? I didn't even know this.
Let's see. Motive confirmed is one.
I don't think that's a person.
No.
It's Adam Smith of Barstool Sports. He's no longer with us.
No rush. Okay, I don't care. I don't care what the story about cares. Well, I'm sorry if anybody's dying. Let's not that. I don't care. Yeah, that's my question. Julie DeCaro's lawsuit, how's that going?
Yeah.
Josh's lawsuit against a police officer who busted his teeth open.
Yeah.
Who could forget that story? That definitely happened too. And 3, which, if you saw on Twitter today, we're going to find out it was Tony Maserati's lawsuit against me, which might get in the way of my 98.5 appearance in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so what is this? Is this
I'm kidding around. You think 95 is a break? Hey, you think I want to do that? I just had a 4-year contract.
That's what I figured. But people seemed very excited about
I'll be very clear about this. Like, if 95 was, I wouldn't, they wouldn't want to do it, and I don't blame them because of my big headache. But if Fred Toucher, if 95 reached out and was like, hey, you want to come in one day in a couple of weeks and do a show, one show, I would do it.
I get why they wouldn't hire you or want to hire you for the Murchison thing.
Right, and I don't want to get hired.
Sure. But I get that. I can't understand why they wouldn't have you in for a day.
Same thing, because you understand with Murchison, he's not going to, when he sends a message out, Mike, there's going to be no context. He's going to bludgeon these advertisers where they're not even going to know if I was on once or if I'm on the show all the time. He was still sending stuff out with me attached to it 2 years after I was gone, EI advertisers.
Right. I guess but it is like, did that happen when went on the station in West Virginia or whatever? You know what I mean?
No,
like
no.
Other shows you've gone on.
But he knows that, like, that doesn't matter.
That's more his
Yeah,
world.
he knows this is big money. It's number one station. He could take it down.
Yeah, but if I'm 98.5, we're like, yeah, we had this guy on one day. Oh, there's an issue with him? All right, we won't have him on again. You know?
But that's not, but they don't, but I mean.
I know, they don't think like that. It's just.
But not they 98.5. Like, I think 98.5 would be happy to have me on for a day or two. It's more like they're going to bludgeon these advertisers who won't care. These advertisers they'll reach out to some firm that represents 8 of the clients and they're just going to be like, fucking stop.
Yeah.
It's not worth it for them. I don't blame them. I wouldn't do it.
I guess the real answer is, what are they going to do, a 27 instead of a 22 or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, they're already crushing EEI, so what's the point?
Yeah, but like I said, look, if they reach out like, hey, you want to come in one morning and Fred's trying people out just a joke, do a show with your old morning enemy, I think that'd be funny.
Right.
I would do that, sure. One day I would do that. 8 to 10. I don't want to drive at 6 o'clock. I have no desire to drive at 6 o'clock. But sure, I would do that. I'm open to that. I think people there would get a kick out of it, but and it would kill EI for a day, which would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
How much, when I said is that an accurate, would it jump up a little bit or would it be like a 50 for a day?
I don't know if it'd be a 50 or not, but like our guys would listen. And
that's what I mean, because I would think it would be people that aren't listening to the radio.
But it's so hard to tell. Like, somebody has to have a meter.
Yeah.
You know, like if somebody has a meter who's a big fan of mine, then it spikes. If it doesn't, it might not matter. It might go down. Like, it doesn't, one day wouldn't matter, but like a month you would tell that's when the sample size or whatever, a book. But I don't think I'll be doing that.
Yeah.
No. What else?
I have this clip of Steve-O on Bussin' with the Boys talking about his masturbation habits.
Okay.
I tend to agree.
Steve-O Bussin' with the Boys.
Steve-O jerks off to guys?
Celibacy. And I did not blow a load for 431 days.
I don't care about Bussin' with the Boys or Steve-O. I don't care. What else?
Gus had this LeVar Burton clip from earlier. It was pretty funny.
Is it funny as Mike's LeVar Burton impression? Or no?
Yes.
Sure, that's better.
Come on.
You haven't?
Yeah, I do.
Oh. Unbelievable.
You got it, buddy.
I had it in the bookmarks. Where'd it go?
All right, well, while we wait for that, we also didn't get a chance to talk about George Santos and how some of his campaign funds were going towards OnlyFans, Botox.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the
guy. Any other stories from last week, Coleman?
Well, I don't know. We didn't get to it. I have this clip of Tom Aspinall. He's a UFC fighter.
Okay.
And he was on an interview, but was asked to ask a question.
Oh, I did see this.
To
This
Nina
is an
Marie
interesting
Danielle.
question. Did you hear this one, Mike?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. He's asking a female MMA fighter, right?
Yes. I wasn't sure if she was a fighter or just a.
I would think she'd have to be a fighter if this question makes any sense, no?
Well, that's why I think it was just such a weird question.
I think it's a weird question regardless.
That's true.
Jacket's coming off, guys.
What would it take to
To finger me?
Yeah.
Like, are we talking about the same thing?
Question was, have you ever been fingered in a fight, right?
No, I think it was just what would it take for a fighter to finger you?
Question.
Oh.
Okay.
Have you ever been fingered by a MMA fighter before?
Finger?
Yeah, fingered.
No.
What would it take to
To finger me?
Yeah.
Like, are we talking about the same thing? To finger me?
Yeah.
Who is this that you start? Is it like some shock jock or
No,
who?
he's a
I
fighter.
know what's going on.
He's a UFC fighter.
Yeah, I don't really get
Interesting.
it. I don't get it. I don't know.
Very strange. She said that he was compelled to ask that question because he follows her on Instagram and that her followers ask weird questions like that.
Oh.
So that was his reasoning and she kind of brushed it off, but
I
weird,
guess.
weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about fingering. Mike does.
Oh, yeah.
Master of that. Finger blast.
All 10.
Yeah, that's right. Whole fist. What do you got, Gus?
We got LeVar Burton pissing off the right.
What did he do?
He was at
This is actually pretty funny.
He was at a conference and he had some choice words.
Before we get going, are there any moms for liberty in the house? Moms for liberty? No? Good. Then hands will not need to be thrown tonight.
All right.
That has
LeVar
very-
Burton was going to beat the shit out of these women? Yeah.
that has the vibes of, is Wayne Brady going to have to choke a bitch?
Jesus, LeVar. Good God. So he would have beat up these women, or tried to.
Hell yeah.
I'm okay. The guy's passionate.
Reading Rainbow.
What was? Oh, he was one of the Jeopardy guys too a couple years ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Most famous. Well, Reading Rainbow for sure, of course. And Roots. He was Kunta Kinte in Roots.
And
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Yeah, he's had a good run, like in a
Sure
weird
has.
way. He always seems like a gentle guy. I don't know.
And an episode of Community. He was great as well.
That's right. I do remember that
Yes.
episode. That's right. He was on that.
Who was he? Was he the trampoline guy?
No,
Is
he
that
was
that one?
himself. Donald Glover was afraid to talk to him.
Oh.
That's right. That's right. What else? What else do you have, Gus?
Warden of the North submitted a new song.
Oh, all right. Let's try it.
I did this all to impress Big Cat. We all know I drove 1,000 miles to parlay this into a producer job at Barstool. Kirk shouldn't mind.
Okay, does this feel like a miss or no?
Was it worth driving to my grandmother's house at 10 o'clock last night, leaving her house at 5 o'clock in the morning? No, probably not.
There you go.
Great song. Very well
Warden's
done.
great.
Really good.
Warden is great. It's always good.
Where's that in the top 40, Gus?
I would definitely put that top 20 for sure.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good song.
Can remember staying power is important, but very good. But I mean that is a like show moment that stays forever though, Justin. That's
I would think so.
That's for sure. Yeah.
And so I'd be interested to know how aware Sam is of any of this.
I don't know.
You know?
It's a good question.
Because that's the thing. That would at least be the talk of Subway for a day that this guy came in. And
We'll
then
call Tuesday. Oh, no. She worked Tuesday last week, right?
No, she
No, it
wasn't
was
there Tuesday.
Monday.
But I'm guessing she works different days. I heard Justin and Mike and the fans, and they asked him about. He's like, I really basically never thought that she was not going to work.
It never dawned on him.
You think they work every day for 12 hours? Like,
I think,
that's
as referenced in the song, I think he said because she was working Monday, he assumed she worked
Tuesday. Yeah. Right. Yeah, he thinks it's like an office job.
9 to 5. Yeah.
Right, Monday to Friday.
That's okay.
Punch in, punch out. Very funny song. Thank you very much. There you go. Thank you, Ward. What else?
We did have some the trailer of the new season of Full Swing with Dan Rappaport.
Oh, God, shoot me.
Yeah.
I can't handle. I'm not watching that. I thought season 1 stunk, so I have no interest. If it's on Netflix and my guy Prince Charles isn't running around, I'm out. Plain and simple.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he's on that.
Rapport,
I was thinking it was a new podcast or something. I forgot he was part of that.
Rapport has like a top 5 punchable face. He's a punch. You just want to whack him in the face when you see him. I always go. I see him. He's very nice, but he just got that.
It seems like personality too, though. No.
Yeah.
I'm judging off the whole creed of the amateur.
But he doesn't run away from it, though. I will say.
Yeah.
Like even today, he had kind of a douchey post.
What was that?
Why I picked this photo because he looks angry. Yeah, he wants the schedule. He wants the live schedule because they haven't released it yet.
Kepka,
Publicly.
Yeah. These guys, I was texting with Riggs yesterday, jerking off over Tiger Woods playing in this tournament where he's going to finish dead last by 90 shots. But whatever. I'm happy for Tiger. I'm happy for Riggsy.
Sure.
I'll tell you that Riggs is that Will Compton thing. Riggs is not like that.
Oh, no, it seemed like
texting. Yeah, he's not letting that one go. I don't think.
What was that?
Either side, by the way. Will's still doing stuff about it. What's that?
I thought Jeff D. Lowe had a very funny line where he said, "If it's got a collar, just stay away from it," or whatever. Big Cat or whoever that was.
It was Big Cat.
Yeah.
It's true. You know, don't go near it. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I saw season 2 of that. I don't. It's fucking nothing on these streaming channels anymore. Nothing. I hate to sound like Jerry Seinfeld, but there's fucking nothing on there. Nothing. Zero.
Well, I heard something interesting recently. I think I was listening to Neil Brennan saying this or something, that he talked to people at Netflix, and if they know that you'll search something, so for me, like, my algorithm probably has a lot of stand-up in it or whatever. So stand-up doesn't go to my homepage because they know I'll search for it.
You look for it.
So they give you just horse shit.
Right.
That makes they
sense.
advertise and they want you to watch.
Because I'll see things, I'm like, I will never, the world would end before I would watch this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, you know, I should know. David Fincher's made a good movie on Netflix. So, I mean, there are things, to be fair, but I don't know. Like, what the fuck is on Hulu? Like, what's on Hulu?
I feel like Hulu's a lot of just like actual TV. Like I'll sometimes just watch like a Family Guy on there.
That's what I mean. Like, there's no. What's the best original show from Hulu? Is that the whatchamacallit? What's the religious one?
The one with the woman.
Yeah.
Handmaid's.
Yes,
Tale?
The Handmaid's Tale. Is that what it is?
Probably
I think
so.
that's
yeah.
right,
I guess. I don't know.
I like that. Paul Reiser was in a show that I liked. They got canceled.
Friend of mine.
Reboot or something.
Friend of the show. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
They also get like FX's shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
it's
Fox.
Fox.
They have a
on
deal
them,
with
or-
Fox, yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah.
I have a theory too. These guys do a producer show. I don't know if you listened to it, Mike, on Friday.
I did not.
I think one of these two, at the end of it, they do Jeff's trivia daily dozen thing. I think one of them already does it before, so they pretend they don't know the answers.
Which one do you think that is?
Gus.
Okay,
No.
yeah, that
No.
sounds,
No.
That's what I would guess.
Actually, I can't speak
Gus
for
did
it,
a
so
Mark
maybe.
Twain, Missouri thing where he's like, actually, I'm gonna, because you're like, I think it's Nevada. And
No,
then you're
no,
like-
I first
then you're
said
like,
Missouri.
then you're like, no, you didn't. Then
Yes,
you're
I
like,
did.
then you're like, I'm gonna write down. I'm gonna go with Missouri.
Oh.
Hello.
Did we get pinged like that?
That was a doorbell.
No, that's probably next door.
No, that's
Is that us?
Yeah.
Go check it out, Gus. There's probably somebody trying to go next door, I mean.
we have a doorbell. I hit it on my way out by accident
Really?
sometimes.
I didn't even realize.
Wait for the gunshot.
Yes, a good guinea pig.
If Gus got shot and killed on the spot, we'd still finish the show, right?
Yeah.
You'd have
I mean, I'm laughing in the car when I'm hearing this. This is
Call 911, but kind of leave it up to the process, you know?
What was that, Gus?
I think a guy was just leaning up against the wall and hit the button.
It's a mic move.
Classic.
Yeah, I think Gus looks at the answers before.
Not at all.
Which is the worst quality in somebody if they're doing that.
I haven't done it today. I'll pull it up right now.
No, I'm not doing that game.
I could see that because Gus is in a position where he's like the dumb guy
He's gonna
now
act like
and
correct.
wants to,
That's exactly
he
what
wants
I
to look
thought.
smart.
Exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I know Coleman can agree to this. I said Missouri first, and he's like, no, like, and then I was like, all right, maybe Virginia City, like Nevada, because I could only think of Virginia City that he's been there.
Okay. Sure.
Just
no. Why Missouri?
Why Missouri? Because didn't he have a house there?
I know, but why would you know that?
Because I have dumb knowledge sometimes.
What was the last book you read?
Like I said, it was probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
What book was that again?
Crossed Lines.
The
Crossing Lines.
who was
Derek
it?
Sanderson.
Derek Sanderson.
Anderson. Yeah.
Yes. What were you about to say?
What? That.
Okay, forget.
The Missouri thing. I have.
Forget. No, you are definitely the
Nope.
answers. You do.
Nope.
Yeah, I listened to it. I was like, these guys.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm doing it off the rip. I get it wrong.
They play the dozen on the
It's
producer
dreadful.
show?
It's fucking dreadful. This last episode sucked. It was dreadful.
Why do you
They were
do that?
limping. Like the one thing about Ken and Curtis, I don't want to say do what Ken and Curtis did, but like they would talk about the show. This is like these.
Well,
two
that's
guys
not
just-
what they're doing?
No, they're talking
I
about
just
themselves.
assumed.
Like,
I feel like we talk about
the
this
second
a lot.
half is just them talking about themselves. Like, who fucking cares about these two idiots? Like,
Oh.
it's like, what are we doing? Like, tune out. Tune out city, I would say. Do better next time. Well, I mean, they're not capable. But Gus is clearly cheating for the trivia. No question.
Nope.
No question. Doesn't matter. Anyway, what else? The celebrity mashup. You definitely were cheating on that one. Definitely.
For what?
Definitely. Whatever.
How would you cheat
How
that
can
one?
I cheat on that one?
Because you already did it.
No, not at all.
Oh, right.
Well, you couldn't get Penn Badgley or whoever it was.
But he did it like that. He was like, "Oh, I think it's the guy on that." Like, he just to like seem like he was moving it along. I know exactly your. I know your
No,
game.
No, I don't. I don't.
I could see Gus being a big fan of You, though. The show You.
Yeah, that's what he kept saying.
I could see that.
Yeah. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Anyway, what else? I was embarrassed for you. Good.
So there's been a lot of weird hubbub around LSU women's basketball right now. The first is their coach, Kim Mulkey.
Yes.
A weird hubbub.
I haven't really noticed it because I saw she was.
There has been a bit. So she had this clip coming out of a press conference talking about her being sick and kind of joking around about COVID. It's pretty quick.
I heard this.
I ain't a sissy. I don't have allergies. I got some kind of cold. It might be COVID, but I ain't tested.
Hell yeah.
USA,
No, it's
baby.
Sinus. I don't know what you call it. Allergies, flu. I don't know.
But then on top of that as well, Angel Reese, the star player from the
what's her story?
championship
Yeah, I
game,
don't understand it.
She has apparently has too low of a GPA to play on the team.
Is this real? I was texting Jeff about this, and he said no. And I know that Dave was quote tweeting like a joke account, but was Portnoy upset that PFT went on College Game Day?
I saw that too because it was Danny Boy Kane. He shouted out.
That's like a pretend account, though, right?
It's
Something?
like
I don't
some
really understand
Hurricanes
that. Yeah,
fan,
sure,
basically,
yeah,
from
yeah.
what I understand.
But it seemed like Portnoy, because he didn't promote PFT going in there at all. And then was he actually upset about it? A couple people tweeted me this. I don't understand.
Why would he be?
I don't know.
Well, it was because Danny Boy Kane was upset, and so then Dave.
Well, that's a joke, though, right?
No, it
I know, but
kinda-
but Dave doesn't care if Danny Boy Kane's upset, right? Like
No, I don't
he's an
think
idiot,
so.
I'm saying, like
But-
he's a pretend account.
Well, it was in reply to that tweet that Dave quote tweeted
Right.
it and was like, "Yeah, I would like a heads up as well next time." or
Right? Was he
something.
kidding or not? It felt kind of real.
I thought it felt
Jeff
real.
thought no.
Does Dave, is there, I know publicly he didn't say anything, but like, is there a thing with Penn or ESPN and Barstool?
No, I think
Still?
they're together now, right?
But does Dave not like that, I guess is what I'm asking. You know what I mean? Like, why else would he be mad about that unless there's a riff of some kind?
I don't know why he would care at all. Like,
Yeah.
isn't it good that he's on that?
I would think so.
I
But
think, and they were trying to do some charity, and he was kind of funny on it, and he called out Rico, and Rico's bet loss, which was kind of funny. But there was like a lot of, PFT is like the perfect, whether you like him or not. I happen to like him now, but like he's a perfect guy to go do that.
was that Lee Corso in that clip that says, "What did you just say?" or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
He sounded old.
He's like
He is.
he's like 90, I think.
Jesus Christ, JFK's age.
Not quite, no. JFK's age. But yeah, I don't. that tweet felt oddly real to me, but I could be completely wrong in reading the temperature. 1,000% wrong as well. I don't know.
I thought so as well. The only thing that I could see with it was maybe Dave saw it as an opportunity to like kind of have something with PFT. Like maybe there's just some kind of, I don't know, back and forth that's able to be had there.
I guess they don't really have much of a like public relationship.
No.
No.
I mean, obviously his brother hates Dave, but but Dave seems fine. Like even being around them at like the Ryder Cup and stuff. I don't think they don't get along, but like I don't see a lot of interaction.
PFT's not really a gambler, I don't think. So he wasn't in that world. Like Big Cat does all the gambling shit with Dave and football.
Yeah, I feel like he's to his credit. Like PFT, I think he just kind of has his own silo and does his stuff.
Yeah,
but like he's not. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I assumed there was more of a relationship. Maybe there is. I don't know. Again, maybe I could be completely wrong about this fucking thing too.
Interesting.
I have no idea, but it felt weird to me. A couple people have tweeted me. I mean, I don't know enough, so I could ask.
Maybe it's simply because he's the boss now. He thinks it's weird that no one told him. If he's saying, yeah, I'd like a heads up next time.
Well, I mean, their accounts were tweeting about it. Like,
I
I feel like you'd see it.
I mean, I gotta be honest. Like, not that I would, but if ESPN asked me to go on, like, I don't think I would tell Dave. Because I just assume he wouldn't. I think he'd think that was good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Unless there's something we don't know about the Penn, ESPN, Barstool relationship.
Like I would now if I was PFT, this is why they're more successful than I am. I'd be like, well, okay, you apologize for the van thing, like, and then I'll do it. Or I would go on there and just talk about that the whole time.
Right, but that too. Maybe Dave still just hates ESPN.
Maybe,
you know?
But I think Dave would go on there and pick games. If it was Michigan, Ohio State, and they were doing it from Michigan, he'd go do it. I think.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
I mean, I feel like.
Or is it because it's competition with the pregame show?
You forget how much shit he took.
Actually, that could be
Sam Ponder, Van Talk.
Yeah.
There's a collection of shit from ESPN that he's.
But do you think it's
taken
the competition with his own pregame show? Maybe.
I kind of could see that. Yeah.
Oh, there's that too.
Maybe, but like Brandon's on that. No one's gonna watch that. I was also surprised that my friend Casey Smith didn't weigh in on the Krista Thompson thing.
Oh,
she didn't want to. I don't think she wanted to get in the middle of that thing.
Huh.
That was my take on it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she would have. She's
been a
kind of in
sideline
that
reporter.
role. Yeah,
She's been one.
Yeah.
I thought she always said too that like Barstool was great because she was able to get out of that sideline reporter
I
role.
thought maybe she have a take on it. I guess maybe she wanted to stay away from it. I don't know. My guess is Dave probably didn't care and he's fucking around, but it didn't feel like a fuck around one to me.
No.
I texted Jeff about it, and so what do I know? Who knows? I muted Jeff after these Browns games because it fucking wears me out. But yeah,
the Krista Thompson thing too. So she does like pre and post now, right? Or halftime.
Yeah, for Amazon.
So
was she ever on whatchamacallit on Amazon?
Oh, Bonjour?
Yeah. Was she ever on Bonjour Sports?
I don't think they could get her.
No, probably not. She made up stories there all the time.
Well, so you were saying like, well, I get she's not a sideline reporter anymore, so I guess, who gives it? I would think it's still just as bad, because isn't the logic like if she's saying something before the game, you don't know if it's true now.
True, but at least there are people there live who would maybe be like, but they wouldn't do it anyway, so yeah,
Right.
I guess.
She could just blurt something out that's not true.
It's funny. I never think of silent reports, but today during the game, I was like, oh, they're like, I don't know, maybe they're
making
who the
something
fuck
up.
knows?
Yeah.
As opposed to just saying, I said the other day, like, I think it would be good, interesting television if Joe Buck was like, let's go down to Aaron Andrews. And Aaron Andrews was like, Joe, I gotta be honest.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Like, they won't talk to me. Like, I get it. They're in this game. Like, this is where we're at right now. I don't have what you want me. Like, so what? Like, you tried. Like, it's all bullshit anyway, but
It is interesting though, because that sideline reporting is so irrelevant to like the information they have is so irrelevant
So dated,
that it never dawned on me that they were making it up. So it is interesting. It's not a thing where like everyone knows they're making it up. It's like no one thought that because it's so boring.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. So what else? I don't care about the LSU thing.
Very confused on this, but
okay, go ahead. We'll help you through it.
Kim K being named GQ Man of the
He's
Year.
looking at a picture of his sexuality. What is this?
Goes in that warm thing? Oh, good. Kim Kardashian was named the Man of the Year?
Yes.
Oh, it's like a joke thing or something?
Apparently not. Like
her father was born male, right? Oh, no.
Well, that's not her father, yeah.
Bobby Kardashian.
Damn straight. Yeah. He's all man.
She was named Man of the Year.
Yeah.
Well, what's the joke?
I don't understand the joke. It's just she's on the cover of the magazine of GQ, like holding Cheetos or something, and they said that it was due to Skims business doing well.
Oh, it's a man's thing? or
Oh,
something?
like that's for men. Like men are getting.
Well, when it's an award called Man of the Year, you expect it to be a man.
Damn straight, brother.
Sure. Fucking
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Am I
what to
just
say.
going crazy?
I
Like,
don't know. Maybe they're trying to sell mag. I have no idea. Is it like a physical magazine anymore?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I
They
have no.
still
I have,
sell GQ.
I
like-
assume. I have no idea though. Yeah, I assume. Well, yeah, I mean, who should have won it then, Coleman? Who would you like to give Man of the Year to?
Oh,
Coleman, are you saying this is wokeism run amok?
Who would you give it to this year, Gus?
Me? Who's been a good man this year?
That'd be a qualification.
You really encapsulated what we were all
Thank
thinking.
you. Yeah, yeah. Not just the good one, the best one.
The best one?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so much pressure, but let's. I don't know. Neil Armstrong.
He's dead.
Neil
He's
Armstrong?
dead for a long time.
Yeah.
How did you even pull that out?
He's dead.
Buzz Aldrin. He's not.
Why are you naming astronauts?
What did he do this year? I'm asking you a real question.
I think he probably punched someone who
Who
said
would you
the-
give Man of the Year to this year?
Man of the Year this year?
This year, yep.
Patrice Bergeron for leading the Bruins to the most points.
Okay, so you're not even like you got have a real conversation.
I don't know. Who
Let's spitball here.
why are you naming astronauts?
Michael Collins. Who's the other guy?
Michael Collins?
Yeah.
Kirk Manahan.
Okay, forget it. This is, I mean, I can't, it's, I don't know. I don't have a great answer either. But
Who do you got, Mike?
Boy, that's a tough question.
Christopher Nolan.
It is a tough question.
He's a big
I was
year.
thinking of the movies that have come out this year.
Give it to Ryan Gosling, like self-deprecating
Yeah.
in a movie like Barbie. That seems like a good PC move.
Yeah.
He had a big year. He's probably gonna win the Oscar. Had a kind of a hit song. It was very funny in the movie.
Elon Musk. There's a lot of big stuff this year.
Elon Musk. Yeah,
I don't see him as like overly manly. Elon.
no.
No,
It
not
doesn't
really.
have to be that. It doesn't.
You're thinking like the most macho.
Yeah, if you're gonna give it to a woman like Kim Kardashian, Krista McAuliffe, maybe. Astronaut with a woman. See, I'm staying in the same field. I guess
Not
maybe.
successful though.
How about Chuck Yeager? He doesn't get it. John Glenn? Do we have any? You know, the one that last year was Tom Cruise. That was the big Top Gun Maverick year.
I suppose.
Yeah, that was like his year.
Yeah.
I kind of like Gosling.
Who would be man of the
Everyone
year?
loves Gosling. Like, this is his time. I think that'd be the pick.
Someone in the chat said Dylan Mulvaney.
Sure, Dylan Mulvaney's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I would actually.
That'd be awesome.
It's got my
That'd be
vote.
awesome.
Yeah,
That
because
would be
people would
awesome.
lose their fucking minds.
That would be great. That would be very funny.
Man.
Yes, Jerry would lose his mind. That's actually worth it. That's actually worth it. Jerry Callahan would be my vote. Well, my vote is always for Miltons. The store for men.
That's right.
Kim Kardashian go shopping. That's fine. No problem. Social Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, or their newest location at the Burlington Mall. You can shop online at Miltons.com. Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines, Johnny O, Peter Millar, Faraday. Winter is coming soon, so get ready. Get your jackets and your hoodies, your jeans, your coats. Buy one, get one free. Sue, the event continues to roll on as we speak. The original sponsor of Kirk Man, not just KMS. You'll be as comfortable in our stores as you'll be in our clothes. Get moving right now. By the way, I'm going to guess. I don't want to speak for these guys. We'll gather some information. I guess Friday's probably a big day there, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
Get the holiday season kicked off appropriately at the Burlington Mall. And the nice thing now, in the past, parking was a disaster there, but now you can go park over the side. Because Miltons, you can walk right in.
That's right.
Right in there, so you're all safe. You have to park 2 miles away and walk and deal with all that bullshit. You can just go right in, boom, get your clothes, and get the hell out. Take a walk around the food court if you want. And get it done. And get your great clothes at a great price and help out great people and help out the show. So go to Miltons.com right now, or their 3 fantastic locations. What else?
So there was a clip of Curtis getting emotional on the Greg Hill show.
Oh, yeah. This broke the streak. I texted Jerry this clip.
Oh, really?
I did, yeah. No response. I didn't expect anything, but yeah. Did you hear
Well,
this?
he's
Mike, or
on
no?
death's door. I heard them playing it earlier. Yeah. It's
Very strange.
So I don't understand. Was there a lot of controversy?
I think he's talking about like guys like the Colonnade stuff. We're trying to like fuck with like the Mina.
Interesting.
I think right, like Mina Kimes and Mila Kunis. Is that right?
I didn't even think of that.
I think.
Yeah.
Because there's no like Greg
like
Hill has no controversy. Like to.
That's what I mean. Is it sounds like they were on the brink of
And I actually took it. Somebody else pointed this to me. It was almost like Curtis was talking about Mutt and Jerry's show. if you hear it. It wasn't really about me.
We'll have to hear it
I didn't get the sense, but maybe talk me out. So Chris Curtis is the producer of Greg Hill's show. He used to produce me. If you just, there are people who actually don't know this, who produce, because we actually do almost no Greg Hill stuff anymore.
Right.
There's really no point. So Greg just signed a contract extension. Curtis is the producer, who we were close to, but it turned out just to be a worm. Goes on the next day or whatever.
So that was the morning, and you cannot overstate the forces working against the success of this show. We talk about Carissa Thompson in social media yesterday,
as opposed to the last show.
That's what I mean. Like, it's weird. Like, so when Greg does this, like, they act like the merchant. Like, it never happened. Curtis is so weird. He's just like,
right.
Like I said, he's turned his back, which is probably smart. He's like, that show didn't exist. Like, I've removed myself from those guys. I'm now Greg Hill's like property. That's probably a good move for him.
Right, but it's strange.
Very strange.
It'd be like if you worked in the White House right now and was like, boy, there's never been anything more controversial ever said
Joe
than the
Biden.
thing.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's true. It's true. Go ahead.
That surrounded both in and outside the building at that time. To be sitting here today with another long-term extension, 5 years roughly from then, is something that I don't know if I'll ever be a part or be able to witness firsthand something that transcendent again. And
now to keep in mind, Mike knows, a lot of people listening, like, Curtis would suck me off like this.
Sure.
So he's just doing it. Like, this is like,
That's just what he does?
yeah, it's just who he is. He's just a dog. Like, he's just a little puppy.
I guess so.
That's it. I'm hearing crackling in my ears. Is that just me?
It might be because of the
audio
thing. It should be good now.
Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry. What's that, Mike?
Transcendent in what way?
I mean, look, Greg's
Is he even
ratings
using
are-
that word right?
No, probably not. He's an idiot. Greg's ratings are pretty good, but like now they're, yeah. I mean, I don't even like. It's just like Curtis is so pathetic. Like I have no even like any real hatred for him anymore. He's such a zero.
That's very weird, but I get, you know what he must get away with is the percentage of people that listened to your show
Zero
that
now.
are still listening
Zero.
is pretty small, if any. Yeah.
Right. And Curtis has kind of reinvented himself, I'm sure, on that show and has done this bullshit. I don't listen, but yeah. Is that it or not?
Well, no, there's a
still
part.
another minute left.
So
Is it really? Yeah.
Here's, I think we're getting to the part that I heard. Are they, because what we're about to hear indicates this, are they now partners, Greg and Curtis?
Oh, is that right? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, let me hear this.
This is very weird.
I sent a text to our big boss yesterday, Mark Hannon, because this was his baby.
Yeah.
And just sort of reminiscing about where we were, what we were doing, and the shotgun marriage between you and I.
Isn't that odd phrasing?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was like, boy, we're gonna bring in Chris. Yeah. It's
The marriage?
Very strange. Very strange. I don't really understand it.
Are you and Coleman in a marriage right now?
I don't feel that way. Gus, yes. I don't really feel that way about. I have to say, I don't really feel that way. No.
Yeah. That's a strange way. If I was Greg, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know. I just sent you a number. We'll call it. Give it a call, Coleman. Call Mark Hannon. See how he feels about this marriage.
Yeah, and then Curtis keeps going.
What's that?
Curtis keeps going and kind of talking like they're partners. Yeah.
Oh, well, anyway. All right, go ahead.
Looks like Mark Hannon's balls
Where
are taking
we
a day
were,
off.
What we were doing, and the shotgun marriage between you and I. And I just wanted to congratulate you, and I wanted to thank the people from WEEI and the people from WAAF who likely weren't hanging out too much.
Who have been murdered.
That
Just
congealed
dragged out
with
back.
this show and either gave me a chance or you a chance.
Give me a chance. You're a fucking producer.
This is what I don't understand.
But
He's
Chris
acting
always
like
had
a-
this like ego. Like he thinks he's like, Now I think that Greg lets him do it. So it's like,
Right.
But I mean, this is a show that's like never one that's really, it's just crazy. Like it's fine. And by the way, it's an industry that's dying.
Yeah.
But whatever. They is that the rest of it or no?
There's still 20
Oh,
seconds.
Jesus, let me hear this.
That they created, and they allowed us to be a part of their life. And I wanted to just say congratulations, Greg. I know you got enough of that yesterday. I know Ken did a great job with the Instagram video. Courtney was pointing that out. So big day all around yesterday, but I think it is important to say thanks and to recognize just sort of where we were and where we are.
Wow.
I understand.
Powerful stuff.
Like, I think he means because the Greg. I was gone. I assume that's what he means.
No,
like the Greg show. Like there was a show in between me and Greg in the morning, like Mutt and Jerry.
Right.
So 5 years ago, like that was Mutt and Jerry. It wasn't me.
But he's saying the forces that were working against Greg Hill. No.
I think. I don't know. I don't think I have Curtis's number anymore.
Which must be Dave Conan.
Has to be.
Yes.
I mean, it is very strange. It's just, but that's like, yeah, like I said, we used to talk about it a lot, like, but I don't really, I have nothing to really say about it anymore.
No.
No, like, what's left to say?
Yeah, it's you mentioned something yesterday that made me think of this. I was like, I guess ultimately, like the Greg Hill thing was probably the right move if you just want kind of a
stay the course. Mutt and Jerry like wasn't working.
Right.
Like they lost like 60% of the audience. Like I left, and that audience was my audience, like my show. So they left. So in a way to say, hey, let's start over.
Move AAF people over here.
Yeah, I think that actually made sense. Like I didn't really have a problem with that. Like I got that. Mutt and Jerry was not working. So
a rare smart move.
Yeah, I mean the rest of the day parts. That's the thing they're doing. Is like the afternoon show is doing a 2-1, a 1 sometimes. A midday show is doing a 1 or a 2.
Have your moles told you anything about Rich Shirtenlieb?
No, my guy has not said anything. No.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd be very curious. I don't have Curtis's number anymore. I just realized that.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, we can give him a call, but I don't have it. Do you have a mic or no?
I do.
You do?
Probably.
Oh, send it to Coleman.
This could take me a while.
No, I'm sorry about that. See if we can find it. What else do you have, Gus?
Snoop Dogg is giving up smoking.
You got to buy me more time than that.
Jesus Christ. What else, Gus? Do you have nothing else?
No, Justin's going to come out with a top 50 episode list.
A what?
Top 50 episodes of the Kirk Minahan Show. He said he was going to come bring that
Sending
out.
a fucking list of shows. Who cares? Like, whoa, 50 shows? We've not done 50 good shows. I can't imagine.
I
50?
disagree.
Jesus Christ. What's that much takes Mike?
This is going to take me a while. I can't even see what I'm doing here.
You don't have like
I'd have to put my headphones in.
Oh, is that right? Well, go ahead if you need to.
All right. Give me a minute.
Sure, take your time. Take your sweet time. I'm surprised I don't have. What the hell did I do with that? I probably deleted it. I was pissed off at him. What do you got, Coleman?
The Kelsey brothers are coming out with a Christmas song.
Great. Oh, no. Forget that. Did you hear Lara Trump's I Won't Back Down Tom Petty version?
Yes.
Holy shit. As somebody who like can have fun at the fact I'm not a great singer in a live environment, I think I'm aware of it. Like, I don't think she realized it. I thought this was a joke.
Insane.
She's taking herself seriously, right? This is the Trump. Hold on. This is the Trump who looks like Brandy Love, kind of, right?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I won't back
Oh,
down.
Jesus.
You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down.
Oh.
No, I'll stand my ground.
What happens to people when they like, you know? Like I know I'm doing these live shows, I'm just having fun. Like it's idiotic. Like she thinks she's like who thought this was a good idea? And where is this being like? I don't get it.
I have no idea, but there's one part in here that
Let me hear the "Hey Baby" because that's kind of a
Yep.
because does she hit it or no?
Turned around, and I'll keep this world from gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down.
Uh-oh, look out.
Hey, baby.
Oof, that's a rough scene.
It's not as bad as I remembered.
That's a rough scene. That's not great. How we doing, Mike?
Almost there. Sending it to Gus's Twitter.
Oh, you
It
are?
was the easiest option.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that was god awful. I saw it this morning.
Yeah, I'd just be curious. I'd be curious what forces. You're right, Mike. I should ask him.
God damn it.
You lost it?
No, I got it.
He's got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Give him a call. I don't think he'll answer, but you never know.
People get a little insight in what it's like to be me.
Your call has been.
Yeah, I just don't think these guys are even going to try it.
It's too bad.
Yeah. Oh, well. Now let's take some calls. We've had enough. I won't back down, baby.
While I'm getting this set up, we do have some new merch on your desk there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, Black Friday coming up.
Yeah, we're there. We'll promote it plenty, Coleman. Don't worry. Soft sell it. So we'll get there.
You don't seem enthused by Coleman's general being.
Tonight?
Yeah. You seem down on Coleman.
No, I'm not down on him. No, I'm not down on him. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. All right. I'm okay.
Why do you say that, Mike?
I've been here.
No, it's fine.
It doesn't sound it.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think these guys are in vacation mode already, but that's fine.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Could be a long vacation.
Is that right?
Oh, it could be.
Oh, boy.
Always been a Mick guy.
Interesting.
Yeah. Mick and Will next week. Will's
Now that
dead,
I would like.
think, but yeah. Well, the hell Will is, but the fuck happened? What happened to Will?
Will's an interesting guy because it seemed
Well,
like
he did a Pulse of the Green.
Great.
That
That's
came
helpful
out,
for
but
us.
yeah, no, that was about it.
Every
That's
time,
all I've
like,
heard.
another guy were like, you want to do something? Do something. He didn't do anything.
I guess the idea that he wanted out of that job was not 100% true.
Yeah, correct.
You know? Because he's like, I need to get out of this job.
Yeah,
But
he seems like he's one of these. That's okay. I mean, if you like that job, I don't care. But don't do the whole right. Yeah. Huh. Are we true with the number, Gus?
Yep.
We did. Let's see.
Yes.
The Kirk Minahan Show. Oh, there it is. Phone lines are open. 814-277-5475. 814-277-5475. I would not have known that was in front of me. It wasn't in front of me. I will say that. What's going on at blindmike.net? Go subscribe, by the way. Please,
as you
please.
kindly mentioned, we did a live stream today on YouTube. It's
I
up
saw
now.
some
You
of
can go
that.
check that out if you like.
Yeah.
Everywhere you get podcasts tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then Why Are You Laughing? I think we are going to release an old Patreon episode, one of the bonuses we did on Patreon very early on Thanksgiving. It usually comes out on Thursday.
How kind of you. Wow. How magnanimous.
Wanted the people to have a little,
Head-to-head with Cheers?
A little something. Well, different times,
Okay,
I'll
sure,
release Why You Laughing probably Wednesday night.
What Thanksgiving content? Jesus.
I try to give the people something.
Famously, you ask your mom perverted questions when you're on Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm a Thanksgiving guy, content guy.
You are. Yeah. Okay, good.
And then the following week, which is up on Patreon now, but it'll be out the following Thursday for free, is the roast of Patrice O'Neill.
Oh, good.
Is,
Okay.
Why You Laughing.
Excellent. That's up when? It's on Patreon now?
It's on Patreon now. And there's another bonus episode of Why You Laughing going up this week.
What is it?
An Opie and Anthony segment, one of the radio segments we've been doing.
Oh, very
and
good.
Quincy tomorrow.
Wow.
Frankly, people are saying there's too much content.
I would agree with that.
They say it very angrily at me.
I would agree with that.
They say
Wow,
enough.
Another Quincy and Cheers? Oh, Jesus.
That's right.
Blind Mike. Unbelievably funny. Love him.
Thank you, Steve.
Loves you.
I appreciate it. And I
You
love
guys are
you.
going right through that NBC lineup in the early 80s. You
That's
and,
right.
Wow, unbelievable.
Oh, that's true. I'll have to ask Chris about that if he was a Quincy guy.
I'd be surprised. Probably not because he's younger. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
even Quincy for me was old when I was young.
No reruns, or it wasn't a big.
It was, but it was not a big syndication. Like, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, that was like hour long. Not really.
Yeah. Because I watched Monk when I was a kid a lot, but that was like cable. There was more cable
Yeah, it was
stations
cable
and everything.
I feel like Quincy was on WNDS in New Hampshire, like at one point.
Okay.
Maybe.
It runs somewhere now every night.
Yeah, it's on like Cozy TV,
Yeah,
I'm sure,
yeah.
or something, right, for old people. Yeah.
Aren't they like bringing back Monk? I thought I saw that.
Oh,
Right?
sure they
yes,
are.
they are on Peacock.
Is Tony Schlib's doing it again?
Yeah.
That's sad.
I think it's like pandemic related or something.
Oh, you must be having a tough time with that.
Oh, it's a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I watched that Frasier first episode.
No good?
No good.
Oh.
No good.
But is it good?
You liked
like
it?
this?
You liked it, Coleman?
I haven't seen it.
yeah.
I don't even. I've never even seen Cheers, like in the slightest.
Is it okay? to
Frasier was on Cheers.
Was he?
I found out the other day. Yeah.
Mike, was that not unbelievable?
I guess if you just to me, it's the most popular spin-off ever.
Oh, we
Like
talked
it's a
about this.
reference
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
knows.
yeah,
Yeah. But I guess he's just not a TV guy really.
For this Frasier, new Frasier, is super sitcom-y.
But so was Frasier.
Yeah, but it was also like a little smarter and like.
Yeah.
This is like boom, boom, boom. Like, you know. And you miss David I. Pierce and you miss John Mahoney.
The dad, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like
that I did see somebody put this on Twitter at one point a couple weeks ago. It was a good point. I was like, if the dad was so worried about having two sons like that, why did he name them Niles and Frasier? Which is like, he would not do that.
Well, I always hated too. There were episodes where like Frasier's the plot would be like the guys forgot his birthday or something. He would get all like butthurt about it.
Right.
Oh well, I guess you. And I'm like, that's not the macho guy they're trying to make him be. Yeah.
I was C minus for the episode. Like, and Kelsey Grammer's old now.
Yeah.
Like him doing those jokes is kind of like.
I feel like
what's the general like, humor of it?
This one,
yeah,
it's like Frasier's like snobby. And his son's like a common guy.
So it is a little Frasier-y. The kid is more the dad now, essentially. That role,
sort
right?
of, yeah. But it needs Niles.
Yeah.
I felt,
Okay.
That's it's like not having Artie on the King of Queens reboot.
Damn straight.
Yeah,
well, you couldn't
Artie
do that.
Spooner.
Yeah,
no, you can't do. Well, you can't. You know what? That will be brought back at some point, though.
But they can't.
Guaranteed.
Then it's just a bad Honeymooners ripoff.
So what? The two of them already did that, right?
Two of what?
Didn't he bring Leah Remini to replace his other wife on the?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Kevin Can Wait.
Kevin Can Wait. Yeah.
Which Kevin Can Fuck Himself was a pretty good show.
It was.
Which is kind of a parody of that.
Yes, it was. Yeah, but sometimes it was serious, sometimes it wasn't. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Gotcha. Good. Okay. Any other sitcom thoughts?
Well,
airplanes. Have you ever, what's going on with flights?
What's in airports?
But yeah, C minus, I would say.
All right.
I wasn't a huge Frasier fan either.
See, I love Frasier.
It was good, but I was like,
he's probably my favorite Cheers character.
I would agree with that. I liked him better on Cheers.
Okay.
Yeah, he was funny, but like, yeah, Cheers is funnier than Frasier, or better. It's a better sitcom. Oh, for sure.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I think they're on the same level.
No. Stupid. They load up?
We got a couple.
A couple?
I wouldn't say loaded up.
Whoa.
Only a few. 3.
Sunday nights are tough.
Wow.
Sunday nights are tough, man.
Yeah.
Sunday nights are always tough. All right. Hello.
Kirky,
What's up?
I feel like Coleman has a really punchable face.
I agree
What are
with
your
that.
thoughts?
I put him on the list. I put him on the list. Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he in those videos when he's out at the bar thinking he's cool, me and my mush buddies from the lake would wedgie those freaking kids all day long.
Yeah, I understand.
Complete
that.
clowns.
I understand that. I got you, buddy. Thanks for the call. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
I don't even think you could really see my face that much in the
Who?
In the videos from the bar. You can't really see me too much.
I've seen your face though on the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would say punch.
You might punch you. Yeah. Hello.
Hey, boys. It's Tim Daly. What's going on?
Hey, Tim. How are you?
Doing all right. You might remember me.
I know you are, Tim.
From the. Oh yeah. Well, to the others, because I know fucking, Coleman hasn't watched something that isn't like a teeny bopper thing. But
I hate you for Coleman.
Obviously,
She's including for Mike.
Jesus. What did I say?
I just like Kirk hates
Brought
you.
this upon me.
You're moving.
I'm just noticing things.
You're
is
moving
all.
your own anger. You're trying to shift me, make me to be the bad guy.
What?
Yeah, you're down on Coleman.
I like Coleman.
Tim, go ahead.
Oh, I think the whole Minahan world is definitely down on Coleman right now. It's
Ooh,
unbelievable.
wow, Coleman, you're
Yeah,
that?
I mean-
Why is that?
I mean, I would say very much right. I mean, it's your lack of being alive or being aware.
Your lack of being alive is not
It's
good.
a huge.
Nothing good.
It's a huge problem. Like, Coleman? Do you know what Tim Daly is?
Well, how is he supposed to know who Tim Daly is? Like that's that. I think Mike knows who Tim Daly is.
I don't think I do.
My show Wings was a huge hit for USA.
I mean, that's.
I should have known that. I apologize.
Should Coleman, should 23-year-old know who Tim Daly is?
No.
Like, you should know Jackie Robinson's fucking number.
Yes.
You should know Tim Daly. I think we're pushing it. Tim, I think we're pushing
If you're
it.
looking at the 90s, my romance with Crystal Bernhardt, better known as Helen Chappell, was the thing of legends. I mean,
Well, Tim, what movie of yours am I a big fan of?
I'm sorry?
What movie of
You should be a
yours?
big fan of. You should be a big fan of Wings and Wings only.
No, what movie of
Wings-
yours, Tim?
Wings
If you
is
know
the
so
thing-
much, Tim, what movie of yours am I a big fan of?
I'm not here to talk about my
Oh,
movies.
Tim,
I'm
that's a
here to talk about
disgrace.
Wings. That's my agenda.
That's thank you. Come on, you got to know Diner, Tim.
I like the idea that Tim Daly only likes Wing. Yeah, he hates
He was
everything
very
else.
protective of it. I mean, yeah, he was the star of Diner. Come on, Tim. Jesus.
To tie it all together. Frasier and Lilith.
That's
in
correct.
episode 1.
That's correct.
Leah Remy.
What's that?
That was Montante's tie back around in.
That's true. What do you think of the Montante Remini battle, Mike?
I was here.
You were here. Oh, well, have you processed it? You okay? Handling it well?
Now that I've had a few days, you mean? Yeah.
What a battle that is.
Oh, what a cocksucker that guy
Jesus
is.
Christ.
A real cocksucker.
I think he had a lot of anger in him when he was in here.
I don't know what. Yeah, he was very worked up about that. Yeah.
Between that and then like, why the fuck are we talking about Cheers? Like,
He hates Gus, by the way, Montante. Gave him an F as producer.
Really?
That's right. I
did hear that.
I watched
Yes.
the Mike and the Minute.
I heard that too.
And I'm not afraid to admit it.
I heard that too. He was shitting all over, but he was almost like, his point was, and I'm not sure he's wrong. His point was like, is the second producer even needed?
I think so.
And I'm not sure he's wrong. To be fair,
I think much more for big moments. Like I think there's times Cullinane could have used a second guy, just not all the time, not every day. I don't think.
Right.
You know.
Right. So you're saying Gus should come in once a week?
No, I'm
fine with that.
I'm saying there's moments where it might seem like Gus is doing less, but there's going to be moments where he's very much needed.
Yeah. Do you have that sound or no?
Which one?
Montante sound? Do you have that, Gus, or not?
I didn't get the Montante sound. No.
All right, forget it. Go ahead. So you didn't cut up any of that?
Not the second half. Only the beginning parts when he wasn't on. Because I was on Menner's Live. I think that they merged into one.
Okay, so you don't have it?
No.
Okay, go ahead. Do you think that's sound you should have, Mike? No? A guy who's on the show all the time saying that he's been an F on the show?
If you heard it, yes.
I didn't.
What?
I didn't hear it at all.
Okay, go ahead. What were you doing at the time?
I thought you said you heard it.
No, I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear?
I know. I was out when it was on. I was out at Bros Night.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
978.
Couple TV recommendations.
Okay, I'm good. I don't want to take calls. I have no patience for this night. We'll take more. We'll take some. No fucking patience for this stuff. So you don't have that sound cut up?
No, not that one.
What one do you have?
I have clips from earlier in the show.
Like what? You on there?
A little bit.
I don't care about that. Yeah, see what I mean, Mike? No,
that's not a good answer.
Right. I can smell that on my. So that's all you have, right?
Yeah.
That's all you have.
Oh, I thought that was the only good part of it. I wasn't paying attention this week to Mike and the Minute fans.
Okay, so you weren't paying attention to what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, you can go home now. You're good for the night. You're not fired, but you're good for the night. Take your headphones and go home. Take your headphones off and go home.
I want to leave.
I'm telling you to leave. I'm not doing this again. Just take. You're not fired, but just leave. Thank you. I have no patience for that. None. 0.0. 000.
Does he stay again this time?
No, he's not staying again this time. He's not fired, but I have no patience for somebody like. I could have walked him into that answer right there, Mike.
Yes.
There's a guy when I was on being wacky. Like, I don't care about that. I heard it. It sucked.
Yeah.
You know, it just sucked. Like, it doesn't matter. I've had, plenty of times where I've been bad. But, like, that is bad. That's bad.
Yeah, I can't think of what he would have had.
Nothing.
To play from.
Nothing. Go play the sound he has at Coleman of Gus, the wacky sound that Gus has.
Do you have it?
What?
Sound of you that you said you had from Mike.
Yeah, well, I just turned off my computer.
All right. You don't have it, Coleman?
I never got it from him. Or
didn't send it to you. Okay.
No.
All right. Good. No, we're good. Okay. Leave.
Do you want me to turn the computer back on?
No, I want you to leave.
Bring a TV in here before you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, Like, what's he doing?
He's gathering again.
Okay. No, I mean the mic. What's he doing? What's he doing on the show?
Well, I'm sure he looks for. I will say that's a thing. I would think that would be Gus's job because, I mean, Coleman should probably know this stuff too at this point. But like, I would think that would be Gus's wheelhouse is stuff from the network or Minifans on Twitter or whatever.
Like if Mike Montante, who's on the show all the time and tried out for that job, says that Gus has sucked so far on the show,
right?
That's gettable. That's stuff he should have.
Right.
Like that's not even arguable.
Yeah. I should have mentioned it to him before the show, but I didn't.
No, because he didn't listen to him on Friday. It's Sunday night.
Yeah.
With you all weekend.
He was out with the boys.
I'm not saying I work 24/7 on this job, but like, I listen to it. You listen to it.
Right.
I listen to it. Me. So like, he can't listen to it.
I guess not. He didn't get that far in the episode.
I guess Coleman didn't hear it either. So like,
I should have listened to that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't.
I just caught some of it when he was on it, but outside of that, I didn't
dreadful
do a
he
full
was
listen.
on it.
Well, that's kind of.
Yeah, no, but it's anyway. I don't know. What else? Anything else?
Nothing else crazy.
What's that? Can you leave, please?
He's still. Yeah.
Can you just leave, please? Thank you. Right, goodbye. Leave, please. Don't hide somewhere. I'm not kidding either. I'm not kidding.
Oh, he's crawling into one of the vents.
Jesus Christ. Anything else of note or no?
Nothing too crazy.
No. Okay, I've heard that before. What's that, Mike?
No one's ever been kicked out twice.
That's true. Wow, is that true?
Yeah, because the only people that have been kicked out are me, Clemmer, and Justin, I think. And none of us have ever had a second time.
The Joe guy, I don't know if that would count.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
I
but
wish I kicked him out twice. He stinks.
Get him back in here.
He stinks. Jesus. So we have Mike and Steve on Tuesday. Mutt and Steve, I should say. Sorry, Mutt and Mike. I say Mike Manansky. Mike Manansky and Steve on Tuesday, which should be who knows? I don't know. It could be a total drip after 20 minutes. He could be he could not be here. He could be a little poodle. I have no idea.
It's just been built up so much.
Right.
Well, the big problem is too, if he comes in here and he's like, Kirk, I don't hate Gus. You make a lot of good points. You know what I mean? Kind of plays like
that bit thing. I don't need either.
Right.
So I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on Steve currently? Like, what's your overall take of him coming in?
It's fine. I don't really like. It's fine. I don't think he's gonna. He feels like he's trying to be nice now, but what's he gonna say?
To the fire.
Yeah, I mean, I just kicked the guy out.
How did he just get out of here? He's been walking in that hallway for 20 minutes.
True. Just crawl out.
The door just shut for the viewer.
Well, the problem with Steve is, like I said, you can be crazy like he is and be right with his message. It's just the delivery of it's nuts.
Right.
Like this is nuts. This letter's nuts.
That should be framed.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I've been thinking about like getting rid of Gus, yeah, a little bit.
Interesting.
But do we need two producers? I don't know.
I like the idea of the two, but I also realize there's money involved, so it's not just about what I enjoy listening to.
I wouldn't worry that much about that. It's more, is it needed? I don't know. There are times where Gus is useful, like he's, but it's when he's stupid, like the lists and there was one a week or two ago where he was just, what was it?
Parody songs?
Yeah, the top 50, just stuff like that where he's just nuts. There was another one too recently. Where, like Mutt's the biggest Gus guy there is. Like,
sure.
I forget what show it was. Mutt called me right after. He's like, this is why you got to keep him here. So, I don't want to get rid of anybody, especially on Christmas. Like, I like Gus, but like, I don't know what he's doing. Like, he's got to do something. You know what bothered me? Was that Justin's instinct was to go to Delaware and never cross Gus's mind.
Right.
I'm not even saying, look, if I walked in here to do a show with you the other day and Coleman was saying there was nobody in that chair, and Coleman's like, yeah, Gus is driving to Delaware. You know me. There's part of me that had been like, you didn't fucking tell me.
Right.
Or like, I don't give a fuck about that subway thing. You could get me on the wrong day.
Yeah.
But a couple of days later, I'd be like, you know what? I like the initiative.
Right.
Justin went for, Justin like doesn't want the job here.
Right.
Got in the car and drove, like just the instinct, the idea of it.
Yeah. I will say though, it's easier for Justin to do it on his day off.
Sure.
Gus thinking there's a show tomorrow.
But Gus could text Coleman or me.
Sure.
Or text Coleman, he's on my number.
Right.
Text Coleman could text me and say, hey,
that'd be funny.
I'm thinking of doing this.
Right.
Then maybe it's not as funny, but it's still funny if he goes down there.
Yeah.
Or just ideas like that. It never crossed his mind. That's worrisome to me.
Yeah, but it's also a good idea. It was funny that Justin did it, which it's hard to hold someone to the standard of not having a funny idea. Like
But that's his job, though.
Right. But I'm just saying, no one was like, obviously right now Justin's driving to Delaware.
No, I know, but like it never. But things like that don't cross his mind.
Right.
And I thought they would. And that's it. But like things like this on this show, as you know, they're going to happen.
Sure.
So my problem is next time something like that happens, he's then going to obviously do the obvious thing.
Yeah.
And go do it. And then it's going to feel forced. Now you're playing behind the 8 ball again.
I'm defending him because I sympathize. This is where I had a lot of trouble with this too. Where
It's hard.
I didn't know what to do because this was kind of my role, and I wasn't always good at it.
No, it's not easy. I would agree. I would also agree it's not easy.
Yeah.
And I like him, so I'm not looking to, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not seeing it right now.
I thought with him more, he would be helpful to Coleman in the sense that like Coleman doesn't know the show as well, doesn't know what you want to be tweeted or stories that you like or whatever.
What I
thought Gus was going to be.
Is that what he's doing or no?
Much more
to
of
an
a
extent. Obviously I think
people are not going to like Coleman throwing Gus.
I'm not.
Immediately.
I'm really not.
What did you say, Mike?
Immediately throw him under the bus.
No. by no means throwing him under the bus. I think he does help out and, either send along.
He's listening to this right now. He actually is, right?
Yeah,
probably.
Sure. I would imagine, yeah.
No, he like sends topic ideas or sends an idea for a clip or something. And like that is helpful when I don't necessarily know the right context behind it. So I think that is a big help. I think technically he's also really sound. So having a second person to bounce stuff off in terms of that is pretty helpful. Like there is little things that he definitely does add that is a big help to me for sure. But to your point of not going to Subway or something, like that is another thing that I would kind of expect from him as opposed to me doing.
But also you could come up with that idea too and say it to him.
Agreed.
And me
fully.
too. Like, well, but I'm not going to do that, to be fair. You know that, Mike. I'm not going to be like, hey, like I think at some point, like, if you know the show well, if you got to come up with ideas like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know. I don't. I mean, I'm sure everything will be fine. This is a process, but it's that annoyed me. But then again, it's like to your point. I'm annoyed that he didn't have an idea. Like, what am I supposed to do? He's good, it's like getting mad at somebody for not inventing the light bulb.
Right.
But like, I don't know.
Do you think Justin went and did that almost with that in mind a little bit of like maybe if I beat Gus to the punch on this, like
no, I don't think
what.
so.
Going to Subway and
but what's the end game? For
it would
Justin,
make Gus look bad.
No,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Justin was doing that for Chicago.
I don't think that.
I believe that. I believe.
No. When he called me, I think he was doing it because he thought it was the funniest thing to do for the show. 100%.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, I don't.
Justin does not have motive. He's not a sinister guy.
It's not sinister. He's trying to get a job.
But he would say what I'm saying is
he would never say that if that was what his motive was. No, to me, he would say
No.
no chance.
What I'm saying is I don't think Justin does like backhanded things like that.
No, I'm kidding. Right. No, not yet. No, I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Well, again, I'm not getting rid of anybody. I'm just saying I don't know. Like, to me, Gus just kind of sits there during the show and doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
That's fine. But, like, yeah, he had 2 stories today. Okay, whatever. One was terrible. And, like, then he just had sound of himself, which was awful on that show. Like, awful. So, like, I don't know what. Like, what? That's 3 days. We 2 days worth of. Like, what's the point?
Now, are you saying, would it be better to just not have anyone there, or or like Mick or
no? I feel like
or...
in that spot they'd almost be the same. Like I don't like Montante wouldn't go down to Delaware. You wouldn't think of that.
No,
Mick wouldn't think of that.
No.
So like,
there's no Justin.
Right.
That is a Justin role,
Absolutely.
and it seems like Gus would have been the right guy for that.
Correct.
But maybe he's not.
Maybe he's not. Which is listen, that's life. I'm just like okay, then find what's your role then. Like there's like Coleman, whether you like Coleman or not, the Minute fans basically don't like Coleman at this point from the calls and the tweets and everything. It seems almost unanimous. Mike, it seems unanimous at this point. Nobody likes Coleman. That's fine. We all understand that.
Right.
But we need the show to go on the air.
Right.
So he's a heartbeat. Like he's here. He's taking the lead role. So and Coleman's working very hard.
Yeah.
So great. He's doing a good job. Like Gus, I need something from. Like what is he? Coleman is something.
Right.
Like, what is Gus right now? What is he? I sound like Steve. What is Gus? What is he?
It is very interesting. It's funny. I know it has nothing to do with it, but it's hilarious that it's coincided with
true.
Steve's video.
It's funny. Once the door closed, I actually thought of that. But as I said on the Steve episode, like some of his points are exactly right.
Right.
He's just a madman.
Right.
Like, and he's obsessed with, what do you think of that, Steve?
Oh,
Jesus. Coleman's shaking his.
I'm Coleman.
Got me.
He'll tell us.
That means play a drop.
No, I know.
But is there a way that Gus can find a path that doesn't relate to Gus?
It's a great question. The man has a lot of points.
It's an important question.
That was I've had Steve Robinson in my head instead of.
Oh, we've all
this
been there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's going to bother me. Now it's going to bother me tomorrow, and now it's just going to annoy me.
Oh boy.
Because Gus is going to have nothing on Tuesday, or he's going to try too hard. And it's going to suck. and that's working for me. I get that. It's like you can't win.
Right.
But like, what's he going to do?
Is he going to do something tomorrow?
It'd be wild if he just drove to Delaware.
He's gonna. I think he's gonna. I think he might be on his way there now.
She worked last Monday.
What he would have to do is find Sam. That's the only way it works.
Well, don't say that to him in the car. We don't need that. We don't need that. She's sleeping right. Leave her alone.
Dead or alive.
Yeah, he's just gonna do like what can he do?
Sam?
He's just But yeah, I thought again. I wasn't thinking like he's gonna be like Justin, but like that thing, whatever that thing Justin is. That thing.
Yeah.
What idiot, like whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like willing to do whatever, crazy, a character. And he's not really. I don't know. He's not really a character that much.
He is, in the sense, like he's funny on the show. His character is funny on the show.
Yeah. But I don't know what he is.
Right.
Like, I know what Coleman is. I know what Dave was. I know what Steve was. I know what Ken was. Kurt, all these guys.
But
I know what they are.
This is what happened with me, where I didn't realize I was supposed to be. I remember it came up on the show one day when you brought up that Steve said something at lunch about like me not having a role, and that was the first time I was like, oh shit, I didn't know I was supposed to be doing that stuff.
Yeah,
you know
but this stuff is defined for him. Like, there's no, I don't think there's any mystery what Gus is doing, right?
I don't think so.
I mean, when I say I don't know what he is, I mean we know like he should be doing trying all kinds of dumb shit.
Sure.
And I'm not talking about like we did at the start when he was here, like Gus does drugs. Not that. I'm saying stuff for the show.
Right.
Right.
So figure it out. Like Delaware is a perfect example. Like he went to a bunch of Subways, that's fine. But then Justin's like, you know what, I'm going to do something else.
Justin topped it. Yeah.
Yeah. So he went down there, or whatever. I'm in sure 6 to 20 things since the show started. I forget the episodes, but whatever it was, like he's not, not doing that.
Yeah.
That is the thing too. If he,
here we go.
No. I'm just saying, like, if he,
here's what else he does terrible.
No, I'm just saying,
dirt in that car right now.
No, if he comes to me with any of those ideas, like I will make myself available to go and film and
sure,
whatever it is for the show. Like I will help out there. But
it's very reminiscent of Steve's defense of me. It's all coming back to me.
What is that what Steve said?
Pretty much. He's like, I'll make myself available to Mike anytime he needs.
That's not like helping out Gus. That's Coleman telling me how hard he'll work.
Yes.
Yeah. He's not going to do it, but if you ever came to me, I'd do the work.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
Like, if he's legitimately had an idea or something.
Has he had an idea like that?
I mean, he kind of put together Comic-Con.
That was an idea for the show.
Yeah.
Oof. Gus Coleman with the, he just shook his head.
No, it's past now.
Giving you 2 thumbs down.
But yeah, nothing. I mean, he does try and think of different guests, but we haven't had a guest, so.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, like, it doesn't really matter to me if those guests come on. But
Yeah.
But like, is he trying with them?
Yes, like he reaches out and tries to get something, but if they don't answer, I get that too. Like
I've always found this weird, even with Cullen. Well, I think we were saying it last week, but like, why couldn't he get Carl Weathers?
I mean, it's a big podcast,
right?
Like, it's not like a small,
I would think any Barstool podcast could get Carl Weathers
weird.
pretty
like,
much.
These guys get like
on the phone, especially.
Yeah, like I mean, KFC Radio gets huge stars. I mean, I understand they're successful. Well, I guess they have the Barstool machine. We don't.
Yeah.
Like I'm not working with Kelly Martin and those people. That's also part of it. I
suppose. Yeah.
But like, I just feel like if we call Carl Weathers on the phone, he would talk to us.
Right.
Yeah, but maybe not. I don't know. But that's not even like that. When I say that's 58th on Gus's list of things I care about.
Right.
When guests see books and doesn't book. Like we never have guests really. So that I don't know. I thought it'd be more.
What did we bring up tonight that he could do in the next day?
Who even knows? But he's going to go on an airplane now.
I'm at Logan Airport.
It's hard because there is definable, also not definable. You know when you see it. And Subway to me was a moment. Again, I sound like Steve. Subway was a line in the sand.
Justin changed everything.
Justin, maybe to Coleman's point. That's what he's doing. Maybe Justin's playing mind games with Gus, making him better. Challenging him.
Yeah.
Maybe, I suppose that's where BetterHelp comes in. Of course, this time of year, I agree. It can be a lot. I find it to be the toughest time of the year for stuff like this. Natural to feel some sadness or anxiety surrounding it, for sure. This is where BetterHelp comes in. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today. KIRK10. 10% off your first month. To start giving therapy a try. And, you might be feeling down during the holiday season. You're not really sure why. It's darker earlier. The weather changes. Just if people are gone in your life, you miss them even more. I think it's more pronounced. this time of year. So you go talk to somebody about it, they'll walk you through it and they'll point out one or two things. You think, okay, that makes sense. I can cope with it now that I know. At least I can cope. I can start with it. And you talk some more and you get closer and closer to some sort of closure, or at least some manageable way of getting through it. Entirely online. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today. 10% off your first month to get you started with this holiday season and beyond. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today. So yeah, so we'll see. I know Steve will be all excited on Tuesday with Mutt to talk about that.
Yes.
It's interesting though, actually, now that I think of it. Mutt's the biggest Gus guy there is.
Right.
The number one Gus advocate against number one Gus hater.
True.
You think Mutt and Steve come to blows on Tuesday?
Could be. I don't know.
Thanksgiving
I think it's
bash.
gonna be, but I could see Steve now, right, being like, I like Gus, like, going the other way now. Cause,
yeah, I don't want him to lose the job.
Right. Right. Now that I'm down on him, he's going to be like, you give him another shake. You give him, because if I fire Gus today, that'd be a backfire move. Like the Minifans.
Do I think or actually want him to get rid of his producer, Andrew Augustus, a.k.a. Gus? No. It's a bit.
A.k.a. Gus.
It's a bit.
It's a bit.
Who do you mean?
If I got rid of Gus now, I think a lot of people would be pissed because it seemed like I was kicking a dog when he's down.
Right.
I don't want to do that. Like I want Gus to figure it out and get better and But like if he's sitting there saying like he has no stories in the sound, do you have that sound? No. What sound do you have? Me being stupid. Like, get the fuck out of here then. Like what are you doing?
Yeah. I didn't think not having the sound was as bad as him having the.
I agree. That's why I kicked him out. Like, get the fuck out of
sound
here.
Of himself.
Like, yeah, that's not good. That's
Right.
bad.
Yeah.
A month in, more or less.
Yeah, just about.
Month and a half.
That's bad. That's not good.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if he really cares about having the job or not.
Oh, I think he does.
I don't think he's. Was that Coleman?
No, that was just like a
Yeah, we think of that, Mike.
Good question posed.
Boy, Coleman this is what Steve never did this to me.
No, not on here.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I don't think he's as obsessed with as I thought he would be.
Interesting.
Yeah. And maybe that's a good way of thinking about it. I don't know.
I think he definitely wants the job. I see what you're saying, that he doesn't seem obsessed in the sense of, let me do whatever I can to keep the job.
Right.
But I do think he wants very much this job.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you might be right. I don't know. Like, I hear ideas from Coleman. I hear things. I hear pitches, different thoughts, merchandise, like the KMS, whatever, stool scenes, just stuff.
Bashing Gus. A lot of stuff.
Yes, right. Just stuff. I'm not hearing anything from Gus.
Right.
Like, Gus is never like, I had this idea.
Yeah. As far as the stories go, because Coleman has such a list, I think he's like, but again, I thought Gus would have stuff like Minifan related. I thought that would be his. I honestly thought it would be too much with him bringing up.
I agree.
Like, networks.
And I don't want Force Man on the Street crap either. I don't need that shit.
Yeah.
But like just stuff like that, like the other day or whatever, like the Burgers and Brews thing.
Right.
Just stuff like that where it's like, I'm not. And now he's going to do it and it's going to stink.
The problem is I don't think that comes up that often, that you can drive to Delaware.
There's got to be something once a week, though.
But today, what would you do?
Okay,
you know
there's one show.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I guess, but that's
or
one
from
show.
Friday's show, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's an everyday thing. There's something you could.
Friday show, I could do it for you easily.
What's that?
You go to Leah Remini's father's place.
That was
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Do that. Go do that and be like, I want to talk to you about the Montante, right?
Yeah.
I just saw that right there.
Yeah.
Like that's funny to me.
Someone should find it. Gus, go find Leah Remini's father.
Yeah, right. That's
this cocksucker.
Right. That's funny to me. Like, yeah, just so you know, Mike Montante thinks you're a cocksucker.
Yeah. Look up smug prick in the phone book.
Like that's funny. Is that not funny to me? Like, that's funny to me. To you, that's funny. Eh?
Yeah.
But it never crosses mind. And again, you're right. I can't get mad if something doesn't cross somebody's mind.
Right.
But now that it's out there with Justin and this, like, it should always be on his mind now.
Here's the problem now. Does he do the ideas we're saying?
No,
you're saying, rather.
Well, the problem is, right, that's bad then.
Yeah.
And if he does one that doesn't really hit, like an idea that wasn't like that big a part of a show, wasn't that funny, and he goes and runs with it, that'll stink too.
Right.
So I don't know. And this is, look, I hired him, so like it's on me, but he's got to figure it out. Like the clock's not ticking or anything. I'm just saying, like, at some point you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Just for your own sake, just for the show's sake.
When does he have till? When's the
Tuesday,
trial period?
No, I don't know. Whatever. I mean,
the holidays.
Yeah, this is a busy time coming up. We got a lot of stuff in the next few months, and like another, like, I don't know how much help he is, like, putting together this live show that's coming up. Probably none. I wouldn't put.
See, I do think he would be kind of helpful in that scenario, though.
Yeah?
Like, he tends...
You know, like as an usher, right, Coleman? Or
No. No, like...
Right this way, Tim and Kim.
Legitimately, in terms of, like, technical ability, he does have sound thought there, and I think in a...
It's like we're talking about him like he is, like, special needs. Like, oh, he can, in this way, he's really good.
I think if you put him with the regular kids, he's going to start to feel normal.
Yeah, like, not all day, but you give him, like, 20 minutes of a little interaction, then he goes back in his cage. It's not complicated.
This is what you wanted. This is what we wanted, and it's perfect.
True or false? Steve from Gloucester is as a co-host, just like sound is better than Gus. Just the sound. Steve in here, like Steve drops almost makes Steve irrelevant on Tuesday. Yeah.
Well, the only thing is maybe he gives more drops.
For sure. Yeah. Right. Almost like, he's good. Like, he'll be good at a live show. How? I don't know. What do you mean? Like, how's he going to help us? Like, the actual live show itself?
Yeah, like
I'm talking about the lead up to.
Oh, I mean, again, that needs to be something he can come up with in terms of like a more content-y
Julie's going to,
thing.
I've done, obviously you don't have much experience in a live show like that for a show like
Worked
us.
around it.
But those are almost always your
We're different, though.
ideas, right?
Yes.
Like, Cullinane wasn't like, hey, here's a video idea. You should, you know what I mean?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I should be fair. I'm sure he thought of stuff, but I don't remember. But yeah, obviously that's the other thing. I'm very, I'll do what I want to do. But like that, if Gus texted me and was like, hey, I'm going to go see Leah Remini's father, I'd be like, oh, that's funny. Go for it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't find her because right now Leah Remini's father is in mixed trunk.
This is also true. And also, by the way, it would never happen because he doesn't have my phone number, so he couldn't text me that. But
John from
texting right now,
Scranton is
Coleman?
sharpening his blades right now.
That's how you look at what's he texting?
He just sent something about the live show, but he has been saying this, that like
Gus fighting for his life in these texts.
Having some form of like earpieces for us to be able to manage, not necessarily you as well, but
what?
To have between me, him, Julie, like be able to communicate in some form through earpieces, like when things get
live
loud.
show?
Yeah.
Well, I don't care. Okay, but what about the show, the Kirk Minahan show?
Well, and he said he could help film stuff for it. So
is that what he's texting you?
For the live show. That's
I don't
what
care
he's
about the
texting
live show. It's 4 months away. But
apparently, I'm misreading it. I don't know.
Misreading it?
I read you what he said. And he just said, no, you idiot. He said, I meant earpieces for Kirk. But
earpiece for what?
So that we'd be able to hear each other.
During the show? Live show or this show?
Live show.
Who gives a fuck? What? I don't care about that right now.
Well, I'm just letting you know.
Why is he calling you an idiot?
Why are you misreading?
I don't know. That's what I read.
Oh, but who's saying you're misreading? I'm not saying that.
He said.
He's Gus is texting Coleman saying, no, you idiot. I didn't mean that.
But then he just said it was a live show again, though, right?
He said because Mike said you can't hear or something during
the
live show. I can't hear anything.
But I'm saying I don't care about the live show right now.
Okay.
We'll worry about that.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Well, anyway, okay. Well, Mike, enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Hey, thanks.
FlyMike.net. To Western Mass, I presume?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Correct.
Taking off Wednesday, Tuesday? Thursday morning?
Probably leaving here Wednesday.
Leaving here Wednesday.
Yeah. Got, everybody knows we're lame on Tuesday, so we'll be around for that.
Sure. You do that from your studio?
Yes.
Clemmer from the Big Apple?
I assume so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think of Clemmer's excuse for not doing At a Theater Near Me?
I didn't understand it really.
Right.
But I mean, here's what it is. It's not that like, oh, if this thing gets picked up, I wouldn't have time to do At a Theater Near Me. It's more, I would much rather do this than At a Theater Near Me.
You just want to do At a Theater Near Me.
Yeah.
But if that was the case the whole time, then why did he tweet it? I never understood that part.
Right.
Because it made no sense. 75 days out, it made no sense.
Yeah.
I think he liked the idea that you liked the idea of him doing it.
Right.
And then when it caused some controversy, he's like, I'm staying the fuck away from this.
Right.
I'm in good with the show now. I don't want any trouble.
Well, the truth is, like, no one's going to do it.
Right.
Like, no, now that he's not doing it, it's kind of like just takes the juice away.
Yeah.
Like some random Minifan doing that.
Yeah, because in March, I'm not going to give a fuck that the Cinema Lords guy is at the movies.
You can even hear it.
Would we be better off if Josh was the second guy instead of Gus?
Well, Josh, you're not going to get any of that stuff, I don't think.
True.
Yeah, he's more...
if you're looking for Justin, Gus is much closer than Josh.
definitely.
Gus, 7 minutes ago on Twitter, I thought Friday was fun, but as soon as I leave, Coleman puts a knife in the back.
I don't even think I did.
Comments,
though.
Coleman's not a good person, says Charlie Griffin.
They are down on Coleman.
Should have seen that coming from a mile away. Another guy. This kid is a two-faced brat. Acts like a teenage girl.
That's a good move by Gus.
I don't think I was that bad.
Good move by Gus shanking Coleman.
You would agree that
apparently
Coleman,
I
you
was
would
the
agree that
shanker.
Coleman is throwing Gus under the bus.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You are totally.
I don't think so.
What grade would you give Gus so far as producer of the show? Don't say A+, because then you're
I'm
going
not.
too far the other way.
I'm not. I'm gonna say like B-.
What grade would you give yourself?
A-.
Wow, I like it, Mike. You got to like the confidence. Anyway.
Can I say something to Coleman, though? I think you want Gus around. Meaning,
do.
I think there's a lot more heat on you if you're the only guy in there.
You don't want to be alone.
That's for sure a fact.
You don't want to be alone.
That's for sure a fact.
You don't want to be alone.
But no, there is something to having something here, having someone
If
here.
no one else is here and you give me that LSU story, you're in some fucking trouble.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right now you're 23. I'm giving you kid gloves, but
That's fair.
but like I want Gus to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Andrew Gus is AKA Gus. I want him to figure it out.
That's right.
But like it's up to him now to figure it out. It's not up to me. I know the Bennett fans who are like, "Oh, you're the no." I've laid it out. Like he's got to carve out. He has a job. He worked for the Kirk Bennett show. He's always wanted this job. That's what he says. So now this is his moment. Like forget about Coleman stabbing you in the back, doing bits on social media. Figure your shit out or quit. Like if it's too much, you can quit too. That's fine. No hard feelings.
Did you hear that, though?
What's that?
Josh's footsteps coming behind Gus.
It's tough.
The pitter-patter.
It's tough. I can't imagine having that. It's I know what the hurricane feels like. But yeah, I don't, How do you feel about Gus saying you throw him under the bus?
I don't think I did. Okay. I really don't.
They don't
to
like.
be honest.
So there was a moment before the show.
You don't like each other, right?
No.
Yeah.
So
I like Gus.
Coleman usually comes
okay,
in.
I changed my mind.
Coleman's come in a few times and filmed like the stuff for KMS scene.
The pre-show or something, yeah.
And Coleman was sitting in here before the show, and Gus came in with the camera and filmed Coleman because they talked about
Coleman
the
didn't like
boys'
that, huh?
weekend. Well, it wasn't that. Coleman said something like, "Make sure the audio something."
I was just telling him to make sure the audio and the camera's turned on.
Gus snipped back at him like,
Oh, yeah?
and said like, "You don't think I know what I'm doing?" And Coleman's like, "I'm just trying to tell you." And Gus goes,
It happens to me sometimes, so I'm like, just
Gus goes, yeah, I know what I'm doing. And then Coleman under his breath goes, "He's not gonna have the fucking audio."
Really?
Well, it was more like, yeah, but next time he's not gonna have it.
Yeah.
Like I'm just, trying to help out.
You think they do not like each other?
I think Coleman is annoyed by Gus.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I don't care.
But it's like he
I
said,
want them not
it's
to
like
like each other. Yeah.
It's like an annoying brother, though. Like he's in this with me, and
He's a very nice guy.
we interact
He's
a
a
lot.
nice guy. There's no doubt about that. He's a nice guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I start calling somebody a nice guy, that's the obituary is being put together. Nice guy.
He's a swell fella.
He's a good guy. And like I said, it's now up to him. Like he's gonna do. Problem is with Gus is like he thinks everything's like everything's like a joke. He'll think this is a joke, but it's like not a joke.
I don't know about that. I don't think he would. You couldn't possibly listen to this and think.
I mean, he's tweeting about like Coleman putting a knife in his back and stuff. So
that's wild.
Yeah, that's interesting move.
Coleman is not a good person. Jesus, that's a strong statement.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
Oh,
see, the vibe I got listening to Mike and the Minifans is the people like Coleman, but maybe that's not maybe they don't have their finger on the pulse.
Yeah, you could be right. Josh weighing in 4 minutes ago.
Oh wow.
I will say this: he knows when the fight's going on. I am beyond excited for Steve on Tuesday. He will not be a letdown. I just feel it.
What was his other one?
4 minutes ago.
Was it Logan Paul?
Oh yeah, what was
sick and tired of no one showing respect.
Oh, that's right. yeah.
I thought that's
I'm
what it was.
sick and tired.
That's why he's pissed off. He tweeted 2 hours ago, who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Who's he got?
He has John Cena, that's brave, Wade Barrett, and Cody Rhodes. He wants on the WWE Hall of Fame.
Okay, I don't know Wade Barrett, but
I don't think I do either.
I don't.
Thanks to Sam Howell, I've officially bowed out of my Survivor pool. What a ride.
I'm out too, Josh. We can talk about that sometime.
He's the host of Timeout Talks, as he tweets out. So there you go.
What is that?
That's the one he does with his buddy, the sports podcast.
I thought it was Red Sox Injection.
No, Bo Sox. He wrote for Bo Sox Injection.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on, get your shit.
Foolish of me.
Get your shit. So we'll see how. My guess is that this will now turn the tide pro Gus.
Oh,
the
yes.
Meta fans and anti Coleman.
I don't know.
I do.
There'll be anti-Coleman, but if Gus comes in on Tuesday and flops, people are going to be like, he's a fucking idiot, get rid of him, all that shit.
Right.
Yeah,
but they'll also be like, Kirk sucks, he hired this guy, he's an idiot. Too. Like,
there'll be a few different
He's
camps.
not a boss, you know, which is fair. I hired the guy, so it's, that's fair. I can accept that criticism.
And the montards and the mickheads.
Yeah, they'll be.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, this is their moment.
I mean, you have a guy like Beyond Average Mick.
I mean, really, just waiting at my disposal. I can pull that trigger at any moment.
He's really looming over.
Wow. He's been unbelievable last month. Just waiting there. Let me hear that clip again.
I mean, you have a guy like Beyond Average Mick.
I mean, let's cut the crap, folks.
He's a big Montante guy too, right? Big?
Yeah. I think they talk on the phone.
It's unbelievable. Montante's nuts.
Yeah.
I feel like he just takes calls all day from Minute fans.
That's all he does. He drives around. Tomorrow he'll be driving to wherever, Pennsylvania. He'll have 4 calls.
Yeah, you fucking believe this? They kicked Gus out?
Right. He'll be mad they don't have the sound. He's right. I mean, that sound should be had.
Yeah.
So, whatever. All right. So, Buy Mike project on YouTube.
Correct, yes.
BuyMike.net on Patreon, correct?
Thank you.
No problem. Tuesday, Steve from Gloucester and Mutter here, and Gus and Coleman will be here. We will talk to you then. Goodbye.